Man. Ass whooping Sunday. I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna sit here, talk to myself. Absolutely ridiculous. Where's all my Gardner fans at? Come on, Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew fans, show up in the chat. Tell me why he should be our starting quarterback, right? He makes plays with his legs, his experience. He's the man. Fucking trash, bro. Straight trash, bro. What's good? What's good? Unfazed in the building. Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right? Nobody was in here, so I don't know if my volume's working. I'm on the iPad or whatever the fuck this thing is I never use. Man, absolutely ridiculous, right? 9-8 plays. Did he help us? 2 sacks. I thought was great. But there was a lot of plays, man, where we could have used some of those dudes that had 2 feet on them run plays. Got the AOC shield. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put mine back up with my helmet with the AOC face in it. Hey, the man came in and played well, right? I was just watching somebody's live. I won't call them out. All three of them are saying, the whole team played like ass. Bro, I didn't see that. I seen a fired up team from the beginning. They came out on defense fired up. The offensive line looked okay. Gardner threw a horrible pass. Brock Bowers made a great catch to go get the ball. For touchdown. We come out on the next drive. What's good? What's good? Cowtown Luda. We come out on the next drive. We score a field goal. Our defense is playing well. Everything's going great. And then Gardner Minshew happens, right? Gardner Minshew happens. Our defense gets a sack. They punt. We get good field position. We drive down the field. We get in the red zone. And then Gardner becomes Gardner, right? Who the hell was he throwing that ball to? That's why film breakdown matters. For all of y'all that don't watch my film, I know nobody in here, but this will be re-up. You'll see it on the replay. This is why. Salute everybody in the building. This is why film breakdown matters. What are they watching, bro? What are they watching? Comes in off the bench rusty. 10 for 20, 94 yards. Great drive. Man, just think of how good this team could actually be. I know. There's a lot, but he's not the problem all the time. There was plays where he was running, first and second level, where he was getting up to the 10-yard line, pushing the pile, pushed him for a first down. But man, you can't just get walloped over and over and over again. There has to come a time as a man, as an NFL football player that makes billions and millions of dollars, that you're not going to get walked all over, bro. There has to be a time for that, right? There has to be a time where you step up and say, I'm tired of getting my ass whooped. Man, y'all see Minshew eating boogers on the sideline? Go check it out on X. That shit's all over X. Dude was picking his nose and eating that shit on the sideline, bro. I ain't even fucking playing. I'm gonna smoke this whole entire thing. I ain't even putting this shit out. Cheers. Anybody want to smoke with me? Man, so what y'all think? What y'all think? You think it was the defense's fault? I mean, we know it was the interception for a touchdown. That just broke everybody's spirits, yo. Just absolutely crushed the whole team. But they still fought. They were still getting stops. You know, the no drives with absolutely nothing, and we punt. How many times did our kicker AJ Cole have to punt 50, 60-yard punts just to keep us in the game, bro? Like, I don't know. And then AP in his press conference, y'all cast the press conference. My man straight up said, "Is there a quarterback? Is Aiden O'Connell the quarterback? I don't know." Why don't you know, bro? You're the head coach. Why don't you know? What? You don't have to look at film. You're watching the game from the sideline, bro. You got the best view of anybody. How do you not know? You have to check with your daddy. You're not in charge. You're just a puppet on a string. I don't know, bro. This shit's starting to irritate me. I had to come on here. I wasn't gonna cuss. I was gonna smoke this and be nice. But dude, sorry, I don't know why my chats aren't staying up. Hold up. Check them on. I got that. I got that. Andre James is a major problem. These Minshew trolls. Let me put these glasses on, bro. Screen ain't big enough for my old ass eyes. There we go. Nobody is pushing that Minshew BS now. So I know where's all the Minshew trolls? Where's all the Minshew guys? He's a veteran, right? He gives us the best chance to win. I seen Aiden O'Connell come in there and make 2 better plays with his legs. That's a statue, right? An absolute statue. Come in and make better plays, better throws on the run than a 6-year vet, bro. A 6-year vet. It's just wild. It's just wild to me. Can we hit the hard bog? Yeah, we got punked, bro. We got our ass whooped, bro, by a shitty Carolina team. You see how Carolina's playing right now? You see how they're playing against everybody else? Yeah, that team came up and walloped us, bro, because we had no consistent quarterback play. Hold up, let me turn this light on. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Yeah, bro, because we had no quarterback play, yo. No consistent quarterback play. No consistent run game. The offensive line ain't the problem, dude. Yeah, they got some holding calls, but they're rookies, man. They're gonna get some offsides, especially when you change quarterbacks. You got a quarterback that's running around, doesn't stay in the pocket, and then you got a guy that can come in and stay in the pocket. But man, I don't know. It's sad that we're 2-3, and it's going to be even more sad if they don't make a quarterback change. I feel bad for the team, bro. Most of all, what's good? What's good? Shout out anybody that just came in. Somebody just popped up on the thing. I don't see nobody commenting. Pina in the building. Hey, are you related to that fighter chick? Pina? I don't even fuck how to say that shit. Sorry, I pronounce your name probably wrong every time. Thanks for pulling up. What's good? What's good? But yeah, man, like, I don't even know what I was talking about. Hit them likes if you're in here. Get some people coming in here. Maybe we'll get some Gardner trolls. I try to tell these mofos AC is mobile as fuck, right? Right? Hey, I try to say too, and people was laughing at me when they said Aiden O'Connell's not a mobile quarterback. Aiden O'Connell's not a mobile quarterback. Go watch film at Purdue, bro. Go watch film at Purdue. Yes, he had minus yards rushing, but that's because he took a lot of sacks, because he didn't have a decent offensive line. But the man ran for big yardage, not huge yardage. I'm not saying he's no Michael Vick or JD5, but Aiden O'Connell could run, bro. He's big. He's got long strides, and no, he's got no wiggle. No, he's got no kind of athletic capability when it comes to running, but he can run, bro. My man can run. Fire AP. Put Patrick Graham in ASAP. At this point, bro, yeah. I mean, I heard people in the comments, and shit, I'm gonna go live, of course, for Monday Night Scrutiny. Join me for Monday Night Scrutiny. I got a whole bunch of comments that I had to screenshot during the live presser with AP, because I thought it was funny how the nation just flip flops. AP was the guy, now he's not the guy. Look, I can't pinpoint. I can't say it's AP because he's not. He don't have a playbook in his hand. He don't have a clipboard in his hand. The only thing he has in his hand is to write down when people make mistakes. So he's just correcting mistakes out there. But for you to be a linebacker coach and nobody on our team can tackle is the coach. It's got to be the coach, bro. Like I don't care Caldwell, uh, Gerald Alexander. Come on, man. You got to make these guys tackle, bro. What is going on out here? Nobody can tackle. You know, Robert Spillane even missed a couple tackles, which I thought was crazy because my man never misses tackles. The dude is on point, like nonstop. But yo, just I don't know. I don't know. The Raiders only consistent at being dysfunctional. No, 100% facts, bro. 100%. Commitment to non-excellence, bro. It's commitment to stupidity is what it is, bro. It's commitment to stupidity. Yes, yes, Max Crosby had 2 sacks out there, but he played way more than I thought he should have, in my opinion. Like he wasn't helping. Like you know when they were tackling and gang tackling, usually Max Crosby's jumping in the pile. You know he's running around, he's stopping runs. He just didn't have the speed or the bend or the burst. And yeah, he played pretty well. But man, there's the times they just took advantage of him. They just took full advantage of that side. You're not supposed to run to that side, but Bo Nix wasn't scared. He ran to that side 3 or 4 times and picked up huge yardage on his side. Yeah, he got sacked twice too. You see where Bo Nix, y'all remember that video with damn, who was that shit? Fuck, I don't know. One of the linebackers, you stop playing, Chad. Stop playing, Chad. Fold up when he tried to hit me and shit. Y'all remember that commercial? Stop playing, Chad. Who was that linebacker? Anyways, that shit was funny as hell. AP is learning on the job. Of course. We need to ride it out, rest again and again and again. Reset again. Well, we can't reset. We can't keep resetting. We have to let him go. I mean, play out his contract. You can't fire him. You have to let him learn on the job. We knew there was going to be, you know, ups and downs. But he's the one that keeps saying he doesn't want to be on the roller coaster. He's the one that keeps saying he doesn't want a quarterback in that's on a roller coaster. He's the one. I'm in a live. I'll call you back. I'm in a live. I'll call you back. Fuck. Can you speak English? But he's the one that keeps saying that. I don't want a quarterback that's going to be on a roller coaster. He's been on a roller coaster the whole entire year, bro. There's been no consistency. He throws one good pass and then he throws 10 shitty passes. You know, he'll throw one good pass to the sideline and our receivers, our running backs, our tight ends will make a play and they'll get yak yards after the catch, bro. But after that, bro. AP's just a rah-rah guy. We know that shit. He said it himself. Mark Davis told him, I don't need you to be an X's and O's kind of guy. You know, I just need you to be a leader of men. And that's what he's being. He's being a leader of men. He has the guys riled up. You know, the Carolina game, you can't say that. They look like shit. Everybody. But Max Crosby hurt us in that game. He shouldn't have been out there. He wasn't 100% healthy. He didn't do shit in that game, but kind of re-aggravate the shit. And you can't have that. You can't have that. You're the coach. You got to make sure these guys are tackling. And I keep reiterating and going back to the fact that Antonio Pierce said he's going to let his coaches coach and his players run the locker room, bro. That's, you know, that's what he's here to do. To be a rah-rah guy, to get people fired up, to discipline them, because he's the one that's going to yell at them, put them on blast in front of everybody. What's good, LVR? Salute, salute. Rick Whitson, what's good, what's good? Salute. Bro, this shit is not going to cut it. Hey, I'm absolutely with you. Tatted Raider, what's good, what's good? Yeah, I don't know. What can we do? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. What is your solution? What is your solution to the problems that we are having right now? Shit got so sticky I can't even. Damn, I wish I had a tip on it. But what is your solution? Let me know in the chat. What is your solution to fix this team? Is it Antonio Pierce? Does he need to take more responsibility? Does he need to take over play coaching, calling? The fact that we got 2 penalties because he couldn't get personnel in and out of the game, that's coaching. I'm sorry. That's coaching, bro. That's bad coaching. That's mistakes that cannot be made that hurt your team. Those are penalties that are very, very costly, especially when we had them pinned. Man, we had them pinned inside their own 10, and we can't get our guys on the field. That's just shit that's got to be fixed, bro. And I don't know if AP can fix it. I don't know if he's that guy to fix it because he relies on his coaching staff too much. There's got to be a time as a head coach that you need to step up and be like, all right, this is my damn team. Give me that playbook. You tell me what you want to run, and I'm going to call the plays. But until he can do that, he has to learn the system. And maybe it's taking him too long to learn the system, and maybe that's why he's not calling plays. But you see every other coach on the sideline got a playbook in their hand, whether it's offense one, a defensive one. They got something in their hand. They're calling plays. They don't have a headset on. They're not talking to anybody upstairs. They're making the decisions. Be the head coach. Stand on business. Make the decisions. Whoever's ahead of you, tell them, look, this shit ain't going to work. Fire me or give me full reign. And then if you have full reign and it still doesn't work, then we need to do something about it. But until he has full reign and is not just a yes man, we can't blame Antonio Pierce. Like, look at this coaching staff. I've said over and over again, this coaching staff has over 100 years of experience on the offense and well over 100 years coaching experience on the defense. You can't have that much experience in your coaching staff and be ass. Our defense is supposed to be the strength of our team. It's not, and it hasn't been all year. It hasn't even been close. It has not. You can't, come on, man. We were giving up 344 yards a game coming into this. Yeah, we held them to under our average. I mean, we were giving up 344 points a game coming into this. Yardage complete. Sorry, I was smoking. But I don't know if we held them. I think they had over that, right? Because Bo Nix had 205 by himself and 2 tutties. I don't know if they had 100 yards, 140 yards rushing. I'll have to pull up the stats here in a minute. Max had 2 sacks, but didn't matter because Minshew sucked so bad. My solution is bench Minshew and let AOC be the starter, and Pierce should be on the hot seat. I mean, he's probably on the hot seat. That's why we don't know what his contract is. Damn, can y'all see me? I'm going to have to hold up. I got to move over into this light somehow. I'm tired of looking at my shadow. That didn't help, did it? Well, shit. Alright, maybe I'll just hold this damn thing. Yeah, man, but that absolutely, that didn't work either, because how bad has he ruined Aiden O'Connell already, right? Look, I thought there was a couple things shady. I know Minshew's down on himself. He's in his little cooter feelings. He can't make throws. He made 2 interceptions. He cost the team. He keeps saying how he has to get better, but I don't see him getting better, bro. You have plenty of weapons. They are open. I've done plenty of film breakdown. These guys are open over and over and over again, and you can't hit the open man, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. But what I thought was more ridiculous is go back. Actually, I'll break it down Monday. Tomorrow, Monday Night Scrutiny, I'll break it down. But Aiden O'Connell was the first one running down there when Gardner Minshew drove down and they got that touchdown. When he threw the pass to Brock Bowers, he was the first one down there in the end zone celebrating with Gardner Minshew. When Aiden O'Connell drove down and got a touchdown, there was no Gardner Minshew anywhere to be found, bro. He'd come up, tapped him on the shoulder, and walked away. When they're sitting on the sidelines going over film, Gardner's nowhere to be found. If you're that leader that they put you in to be, why are you not over there backing your quarterback? Your rookie quarterback, that's still a rookie in my opinion, because he hasn't even played a full season. So until you get 17 games under your belt, bro, you're still a rookie in my opinion. So why is this kid, the first series was rough. Gardner should have been over there helping him out, because when Gardner has a rough series, Aiden's over there saying, "Come on, man, it's gonna be good." You know, talking to him on film. I don't understand. Like, that's not a leader, bro. That's not a leader to me. Exactly. AP needs to be capable enough to override BS or someone having a bad day. Bro, we need to be able to adapt and make changes, and we're not able to adapt. With when the quarterback screws up on offense, the offense fails, and the defenders try to play hero ball and things cascade. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that happening though. I didn't see nobody trying to play hero ball on defense. You know, I saw guys making plays until it came down to tackling. The touchdown that they had, that man ran through 6 Raiders for a touchdown, bro. Like, you can't tackle a 6'4" receiver in his chest. These guys need to break down. And when you have a linebacker coach that knows how to tackle, you know, that was an MVP of a game for tackling, bro, you got to teach these guys how to tackle if they can't tackle. Go back to basic 101s. But I don't know. This coaching staff, all of it's got to be corrected, and somebody's got to get on somebody's ass. And it's got to be Mark Davis. Like, you got to be in there being, this ain't going to cut it, bro. Like, and we're the ones that wanted AP, right? It was the nation. You can't lie. And you can be in this chat and say it wasn't you that didn't want AP. That's fine. But most of the nation was in the building screaming, AP, 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 right? And I was like, man, he's got the guys pumped up. They'll run through a brick wall. But if you're not the one calling plays or making decisions, even on third downs, or personnel decisions, what are they paying you for, bro? Like, they can't pay him to be a head coach rah-rah guy. Somebody has to take charge. Somebody. Sean Payton is bisexual. That's messed up. Seen at every Diddy party. Broncos own you. Oh, we have a Broncos fan in the building. What's good, donkey boy? Wait, they own us? They beat us one time in the last 9 games and they own us? You smoking on them good shit in Colorado, right, bro? I hear you. I mean, look, I didn't make predictions before the game because I made the video and I was trying to edit it and some stupid shit happened and I didn't get to make it. But I'm glad I didn't, because I had the Raiders losing. But it wasn't with Gardner throwing 2 picks. I just thought their defense wasn't going to allow our offense to do what we wanted. And they didn't, really. They didn't. They did. We played well until the interception, and then you just fall apart. But you see AP over there with his head down right away. The coaches with their head down. There's nobody over there trying to rally people up. I didn't see Max Crosby being that leader that he always is over there, rallying the troops. I seen everybody's head down. And when you're in that mile-high air, bro, that mile-high air is nasty. Look, I set tile for a living, and I had to go up there on some union jobs, and we had to carry some shit upstairs because they didn't have an elevator. And that was probably 20 years. Yeah, shit, my son wasn't even born yet, so 23 years ago. And I was dying. Let me tell you, I was dying. After 3 flights of stairs, carrying a 70-pound box of tile and some thin set. Bro. And that's what these dudes feel like, right? Because they're carrying these big-ass dudes. They're out there running with all these, you know, smacking into these dudes nonstop. It's going to wear you down. And it's going to wear you down if you're giving it everything you got and your quarterback is giving them the ball. Just turning the ball over. Not once, but twice. Both just ignorant throws. Let's Dick's Raiders get 1 win over 10 years. And they own stuff, right? I know. Broncos fans are just so great. Bo Picks. Look, the fact that Bo Nix come in and whooped our ass like that, 205 yards with 2 tutties, is just sad. It's even more sad that most of the nation, and I can't say the nation fans because I don't know what their opinion is except for in the chats. There's not really many people in my chats. But most of the content creators were screaming, Bo Nix sucks. Bo Nix is garbage. Don't draft Bo Nix. And he went one pick below us. One pick below us. Now, I'm not saying Bo Nix is good. I'm not saying he's bad. But I'm saying he outplayed Gardner Minshew. But he outplayed Gardner Minshew by a long shot. Long shot. GM needs to be the one to do something. If not, then he is the wrong guy. Do something about what? Two Red Wings. Do something about the players. Do something about the coaching staff. Are they setting AP up to fail? That's going to be my next video, bro. Because I feel like they're kind of setting up AP to fail. Now, I shouldn't probably say this, but since there's only 3 people in here, then it probably doesn't really matter. I guess maybe people watch it later. But do you really think Tom Telesco, after getting his ass whooped 63 to whatever, would they finally score a couple touchdowns at the end? But do you think Tom Telesco, after the Raiders and Antonio Pierce putting up 63 points on him, is not going to have some kind of animosity towards AP? I mean, would you as a man, just let me know in the chat. We'll get to the other comments later. But for real, as a man, would you not have some animosity if you got fired because a dude come out and just whooped your team's ass and then you get hired after he did? So you know he's got more pull? Because usually they hire the general manager and let him pick his head coach. So he didn't get to pick his head coach, right? So his job is on the line too. I mean, let's call it a buck a buck. Tom Telesco's job's on the line just as much as Antonio Pierce's job. Right? So if you're trying to win, hey, look, I didn't hire this coach. You hired this coach before you hired me. This is not my guy. He's got a fallback. Antonio Pierce don't have shit if it's because of him. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no fallback. He has no leash. He has no rope. If they beat us 17 more times in a row, then donkeys can talk shit. Donkeys can never talk shit, bro, because they had a quarterback, John Elway, who had a horse face. And then they went and signed Peyton Manning just because they were like, we need to win. We've lost. We haven't won in so long. It's been so long since we won a game. And they got, what, 1 Super Bowl out of him, and then he was gone. Donkeys fans can't talk shit, bro. Come on. Y'all cannot talk shit. We own y'all. Unfazed. I don't know about that. AP was the one liking post about Devontae being traded. Also, Devontae is a Hall of Famer receiver, which deserves a good QB. Facts. Good QB play. I shouldn't have cut that off too early. My bad. The franchise is the one who has really done Devontae dirty. Dirty as hell. I'm not going to sit up here and lie, bro. They tricked him into coming here. Yes, Devontae is a diva. Let's call a spade a spade. But would you give it your all to a team that with no Vaseline? I mean, come on, bro. If your boss was in your booty hole at work, would you be giving them 110%? Would you put in everything you had? Answer that. Let me know who is in here. 4 people. Just answer that. Would you give it 110%? If you knew not just your boss, the whole organization as a whole, because Mark Davis had something to do with that. You could say, you know, it was Dick Daniels that brought him over here. You can blame it on Dave Ziegler for bringing him over here. You can blame it on a lot of people. But Devontae did the same shit in Green Bay. Let's be honest there. He did the same shit in Green Bay. He didn't know if Aaron Rodgers was coming back. He didn't know where Aaron Rodgers was going. He didn't want to play with Jordan Love, who turns out to be a pretty damn decent quarterback and better than Gardner Minshew. But he didn't want to stay there in Green Bay and stick it out. He was like, I want to go to the Raiders because I've been a Raider fan my whole life, and I love the Raiders, and I grew up a Raiders fan, and I grew up in California Raiders is my home. I want my grandma to be able to come to Raider games. Nick, what's good? Salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Devontae was not the problem. Devontae was not the problem. You have a Hall of Famer receiver that just wants the ball. And he said it himself. He don't care if he gets 100 catches, 10 catches a game and 100 yards. He just wants to win. But if you're throwing the best receiver on the team the ball 4 times in a game and you lose, come on, man. Come on. Again, there's 8 people in here. If your boss was lying to you at work, liking posting shit behind your back, would you be blocking? Would you be giving 110%? Yeah, I know it's for his teammates, but you got to think about his career, right? You got to think, am I going to get injured for these fools that don't even respect me? Like, they did me dirty. They told me they'd come here. They traded my best friend. They got nothing for him. And now they're doing the same shit with Devontae. They did the same shit with Josh Jacobs that everybody's crying about. Half the people say, oh, they should have never did Josh Jacobs dirty. Half the people said, oh, Josh Jacobs should have took the money and came back. Tom Telesco didn't even call Josh Jacobs. He never even talked to Josh Jacobs. Never, one time. So, bro, it's not just AP. It's not just Tom Telesco. It's this franchise. 49 years, bro. 49 years. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Maybe we're cursed. I'm starting to believe it. think I'm cursed for being a Raider fan, dude. My life has been shit. Fucking just for being a Raider fan. What do you expect AOC to do? Should have started him in the half. No, nobody. Who's talking about AOC? I think that's far-fetched. At the end of the day, Tom Telesco wants to be successful and win over the Chargers. Was more Staley than Telesco. Yeah, he wants to win, but I'm telling you, he's got a crutch, bro. You can't give a man a crutch. Yeah, he wants to win, but you have to have some kind of animosity for a head coach that you didn't hire, that put up 63 points on you and got you fired and got you to lose your job. I mean, come on. Mark Davis has to be smarter than that. I said from the get-go, Tom Telesco is a decent GM, but how's it going to work with Antonio Pierce? He just got the man fired. So, yeah. Tom Telesco's contract might be longer than Antonio Pierce's. Does anybody know what Tom Telesco's contract? If you know, let me know in the chats. AP is done for. Wait, what the fuck? Why did that move? Holy shit. Where'd it go? Hold up, bro. I just lost your shit. All right. AP is done for. Okay, it's always the coach's fault. That's why AP needs to take the bull by the horns. That's a good one. That's a good one. Take the bull by the horns and get rid of DA in the offseason and step the shit up to win. In the offseason, what, last year? I mean, bro, I said trade him last year and let's go get a quarterback because everybody thought Aiden O'Connell wasn't the guy. Now, I still believe in Aiden O'Connell, and I still think that if you would have put Aiden O'Connell in at the half, when it was 13-10, this score was a totally different score, bro. He showed it by just the drives he got. Yeah, the first drive wasn't great, but he sat on the bench for over almost 3 quarters. Like, come on. You put him in the fourth quarter as a last-minute option because you don't want there to be no controversy. Again, AP is just like Tom Telesco. He's got a crutch, right? Oh, well, there shouldn't be a quarterback controversy because we put Aiden O'Connell in the fourth quarter and the game was already out of reach, just like he did 2 weeks ago against Carolina when AOC came in, drove us down, and got a touchdown. Bro, he don't bite his tongue. That's trash, bro. That's trash. Come on. Just got back. What I missed? Oh, you didn't miss nothing. There's nobody in here. Just my favorite diehard Raider supporters. We out throwing haymakers, dude. Bro, we need to throw some fucking knockout punches. These haymakers ain't working. We swinging for air over here. Fake ass Raider. If DA was a real Raider, he would have never been playing games on X, posting Edgar Allan Poe BS and undermining the team. Look, you know he's gonna play games, bro. Like I just said, they did him dirty. If your boy did you dirty like that, if your best friend banged your old lady, I mean, this is not really a good analogy, but would you be pissed? Cause come on, that's pretty much what happened right here. He went behind his back, liked a post saying he's never gonna play a game in a Raider uniform again. Why would you do that as a head coach that says you respect Devontae Adams? You're buddies with Devontae Adams. You talk to Devontae Adams all the time. He's the heartbeat of the team. He's not going nowhere, bro. Come on. Yeah, it's diva shit, but we knew he was a diva before we brought him to Las Vegas, bro. We knew he was that dude. We knew he cries about when he doesn't get when they lose. It's everybody else's fault. When we win, it's because Devontae made plays, right? That's how it's been. That's how it was in Green Bay. Salute, whoever just came in. Chill out for a minute. If you vibe with this content, hit that like, subscribe, do all that good shit. We just talking Raiders. Lawrence, my guy, what's good? What's good? What'd you say? Raiders would never been playing. Oh yeah, I know. Look, they fucked that up too, bro. They fucked that up too. We are not going to get what we wanted for Devontae Adams because Tom Telesco, for one, already came out and said, we just want a second round pick. That's it. We just want a second round. Bro, if they knew they were going to trade the ball, if they knew this whole time that they were going to trade Devontae, and don't say they didn't know they were going to trade Devontae, because I've been saying for months, it's not if, it's when. And if we're losing and we're not doing good and the quarterback play is ass, he's going to want out, or they're going to want to get rid of him for draft picks for next year. And that's exactly what happened. But he's wanted out, and they knew that. So why the hell wouldn't you feed Devontae the ball over and over again every fucking game and blow up his stats if you knew you were going to trade him? Because if he had 100 yards a game and 8 touchdowns in these 4 games, guess what we would have got for Devontae? A first-round pick. Easily we would have got a first-round pick. So come on, man. Don't that's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. This coaching staff and the organization and Tom Telesco is trash. They did him dirty. They did Carr dirty. They did Jacobs dirty. Look what they did to Charles Woodson back in the day. They did him dirty. They've done Marcus Allen dirty. Bro, how many players have they done dirty? Beaker back in the day. Like, bro, this franchise is notorious for screwing over their star fucking players and their captains. And they do it over and over and over again. And it doesn't matter who's at the head. It doesn't matter who the GM is, who the coach is. They do that shit over and over again. I know what he's saying. He is saying that. But can you blame him? He come here. He stuck it out. He said, you know what? He could have went somewhere. Like he said, if he didn't want to be here, he could have left. He could have said, trade me in the offseason and went to a contender, and his stats would have already been way better than they are this year. He might not have been hurt, that's just reaching. But come on. He stuck it out because they told him, Aiden O'Connell, just like they told us. They told you that. They told me that. They told LVR that. Who else is in here? They told Lawrence that. They told you Unfazed. They told everybody Aiden O'Connell was the starter of this team until he got beat out. Nobody beat him out. That's why Devontae's pissed. He signed off on Aiden O'Connell. He said, F Jimmy G, F Brian Hoyer, I will stay and I will sign off if you make this kid the quarterback for the rest of the season. And Antonio Pierce said, done. This kid's the quarterback because there was games that people wanted him pulled. The Kansas City game, which we won, which is absolute crazy. The Minnesota game, which he didn't score any points. People wanted him pulled in. They didn't pull him. The next game he comes out and puts up 63 on the Chargers. So come on, man. We have a quarterback. We know who the quarterback should have been. I don't know who decided Gardner Minshew, and I'm telling you it was Tom Telesco. I'm telling you, it was Tom Telesco that said, put in Gardner, he gives us the best chance to win. He knew damn well what was going to happen putting Gardner in as a starter. And if you put Aiden in, they were going to win games. And they were going to keep winning games, dude. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If we find out Tom Telesco's contract is longer than Antonio Pierce's, bro, I'm telling you, you can't trust nobody, bro. DTA, don't trust anybody. Anybody. Everybody's out for somebody. Everybody's out for somebody's blood to get better, bro. Nobody wants that easy shit. He gonna be like, oh, well, I didn't hire the coach. I didn't have the quarterback decision. Yes, you did. AP said it was you, Tom Telesco, and Getsy. So Getsy is in on this too, bro. Getsy said Gardner was a better guy. So I would like to be a fly on that wall, on a wall in that meeting to find out which one was it. All three of them that said Gardner gives us the best chance to win, or was there somebody that was like, no, he doesn't. Let's go with Aiden O'Connell. Because I mean, obviously, somebody's not happy. You can see on the sideline every time Gardner makes a stupid decision, AP's just like, and he's not mad at it. He's just shaking his head like I knew this shit was gonna happen, bro. I knew this shit was gonna happen. Tony Chef, what's good? What's good? Telesco wanted to trade Vontae since he got here, but wanted backlash from the fan base, so he had to wait and cut it out. Well, bro, then why are you gonna be? Why is he gonna be a little bitch and come on here and say Devontae's a Raider? He's not going nowhere. He's the heart and soul of this team. And if you don't believe me, I will go back and find it because I have it recorded. Or you can go back and watch the lives, but I will find it. He said Devontae's not going nowhere. Devontae's not going to be traded. This team runs through Devontae, and we're building this team around our star players, bro. And now he's changing his mind. Come on, Devontae didn't want to go nowhere until Antonio Pierce liked that shit. Maybe he was mad because of the quarterback play, but even he said it's going to take time to get it together. It's going to take time for Gardner Minshew and him to have a chemistry. But he already had that chemistry he was building with Aiden O'Connell last year. So now he's starting completely over. So he already knew it was going to be a setback. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He already knew that shit. He already knew how it was going to go. We were at second round pick status before DA's bitch ass started playing diva games on X. How was he playing? How was he playing games on X? He wasn't even on X. Bro, what are you talking about? He wasn't playing no games on there. It was Antonio Pierce that went and liked a tweet or a Instagram post saying that he played his last game in Vegas, bro. It wasn't Devontae. It wasn't Devontae Adams. Now, yes, Devontae's probably been leading on, and yes, the shenanigans, with Deshaun Jackson and all that shit. He put it on his kids. He never talked to Deshaun Jackson. Come on, bro. All that's crazy talk, right? We all knew that was crazy. Now, maybe he didn't talk to Deshaun Jackson about the situation exactly, but for him to put it on his kids and then come out now he wants to be traded, bro, that's just crazy talk for me. That's just something I'd never put nothing on my kids unless I knew it was like dead heart and soul. Like, that's just wild. Wild. So come on, Devontae went as far as to put it on his kids that he wanted to be a Raider and never talk to Devontae. If you don't hear it from the horse's mouth, it's bullshit, right? That's what he said over and over and over again. JT and the Brick blocked my ass for calling this BS early in the season. AP versus DA, aka the AOC got benched. Why AOC got benched? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, bro. The media said teams were calling about trading for Devontae. We could have got one before the draft and got a receiver in the draft like Neighbors. Bro, Neighbors? We could have went and got a kid like his partner over there. That's who I thought was, Brian Thomas Jr. was my number one receiver in the draft, bro. I said that kid is going to be a star, and he's going to be a star in this league for a long, long time. I don't know what he's doing right now. He's on my fantasy. I haven't been starting him because they ain't been throwing him the ball. But just like Malik Neighbors, if they throw Brian Thomas Jr. the ball, bro, that kid's a stud. I mean, look at our defense right now. Jacorian Bennett, yeah, he's been a shutdown corner. But then there's those plays where he just gets cooked or he can't tackle. He had too many missed tackles today, too. We could have went and got a guy like I said, I know we wouldn't have had a Brock Bowers, but we could say if butts were nuts and nuts were butts, we'd all be fucked. You know, if my aunt Sheila had nuts, she'd be my Uncle Steve. So, ifs. There's a lot of ifs about this team. They never do shit right. They always do shit half-ass. That's why I'm not. I don't know. You just can't be mad no more, bro. After watching the team for 49 years, why get angry? Why let my blood pressure get worked up? Just makes no sense. I know when people in the building overreact, I'm on to something. Who's overreacting? Am I missing the chat? I got you because you got booted? For real, for real. The worst part about trading Devontae is that we didn't do it sooner. I mean that's it right there. You said it 100%, Lawrence, and I totally agree. Go back and watch my videos. I keep saying this, bro. People were like, "Oh, it's clickbait. It's clickbait." I said, "No, it's not clickbait. If you wanted a quarterback, we had two players, Colton Miller and Devontae Adams, that were worth way more than they are now. Way more for Colton Miller. Dude, he was worth way more, even being hurt. You know, they thought everybody pretty much thought he was going to come back and be that dude, but Colton Miller was worth way more, and people laughed and said I was crazy. And a couple people unfollowed me because they was like, trade Colton Miller and Devontae. You're crazy. He's not going nowhere. Yeah, look at me now. The sound is weird. Oh shit. Can you hear me now? Fuck. Oops. It sucks. I can't set this thing down anywhere because this light is horrible. Hold up. Let me try this. Oh, God, that's hot as shit. Yeah, not going to put it down. Can you hear me now? Okay, that ain't hard either. Fuck. Oh, well. I just keep holding this shit. Does it sound good? I need to scroll up in here. Nation is going to be a real long season. Raider Ryan, what's good? Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for pulling up. DA posted the Edgar Allan Poe that was killing about our ability to get a higher pick for him. What's Edgar Allan Poe got to do with shit, Unfazed? What does that have to do with anything, bro? He posted a picture of a fucking poet. What? People are just making shit out of it. What did it have to do with anything? What did it have to do with anything? Some people were saying because the dude lived in Baltimore that maybe he wanted to go to the Ravens. Because he wrote a book that was called The Raven, or a poem that was called The Raven. Maybe he wanted to go to Baltimore. What the hell does a picture have to do with that? That makes Devontae needs to be traded. Devontae needed to go a long time ago because he didn't want to block, because he was dropping balls, way more balls. And I said it last year. Look at Jacoby Myers' numbers and look at Devontae Adams' numbers. If Jacoby Myers had the passes that Devontae Adams had thrown to him last year, he would have had a way better year. A way better year because he had way less drops. Way less drops. He had just as many touchdowns at 8 and way less drops. Jacoby Myers could have been this dude from the get-go, bro. Long fucking season. Where are those Steelers? Steelers? Come on, bro. This is going to be rough. That's going to be rough. Nation going to be real long. Salute, 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 salute. Rebel, it sounds weird. Did it fucking... We good? Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. Devontae lost respect last year when we won the game, and he said he doesn't judge himself on wins and losses. Hey, 100%. He also lost a bunch of my respect last year when we lost the game, and like a little fucking crybaby, he didn't even change his clothes. He just left the stadium when he was supposed to do an interview and left me and thousands of other fans sitting there waiting at the press conference before they were like, "Oh, Devontae's not coming." He went home. What? He went home? Come on, bro. Really? Yeah, that's childish shit. Childish. The lack of tackling is an embarrassment. Facts. If we weren't getting a quarterback, I wanted Quinyon Mitchell. Come on, you know me. I was right there at Quinyon. But then we wouldn't have had Brock Bowers. So I would rather have Brock Bowers, I'm not going to lie, than Quinyon Mitchell because Brock Bowers is a beast. Quinyon Mitchell, yes, he's playing well. And yes, he's going to be that dude. But we thought our defense was going to be okay. We were just missing one piece, right? But that's not the case because Jacorian Bennett is that piece we were missing. It's the piece on the other side that's not being Jack, who I said might even could this dude be the next, Deion Sanders. He was jumping routes, he was getting interceptions, but then AP stopped giving him love and benched him. What did that do for Jack? What's going on in that situation? Would you like better AOC or Minshew? Bro, Aiden O'Connell all day. Like, come on, it's not even a question. Roman Marquez, salute. If you're new to the channel, think about hitting that like button. All y'all in here. 9 people in here. I got 5 likes. Help me out. Come on, help me out. Hit the like button. But Aiden O'Connell, 100%. Gardner Minshew has really lost us a couple games. The Carolina game, you could say we got whopped. But if you go back and watch my film review, he had plays open. He had guys open in the beginning of the game. He just couldn't hit. We had to punt. Gave him a short field. The turnover situation, it's the same thing every week. We'll have one decent drive, or we'll have, we'll have 40, 50, 60 yards, and then we'll miss a field goal. Or we'll go for it instead of taking the field goal and end the drive. And then the next drive we'll go 3 and out. Or we'll have a 40-yard play, two 20-yard plays, because I think we've only had 2 plays over 30 yards still this whole entire year. And one was today. But yeah, we'll have a couple plays, and then we have 3 and out, bro. Or we'll get a first down, and then we'll go 3 and out. Or we'll get 2 or 3 first downs, and we'll go 3 and out. It's just no consistency. And you can't blame it on the play calling. It's the quarterback. It stands out on tape. It stands out on tape consistently. I want at least 7 wins for the wins. Bet the over. Damn, bro. That's rough, man. That's going to be rough. I'm going to tell you right now. Playing like this, if they go with Aiden O'Connell, I think you'll be okay. But if he makes some of the passes that he made, I think he'll be better getting starting reps, bro. Ooh, I'm going to burn my face off. Hold on. I got to put this like this. Bro, I think he'll be better getting, starting reps this week in practice if they decide to go with Aiden O'Connell. And I think this offense will look a hell of a lot better, as you can see, from the times he's been in there. With both times Aiden O'Connell has come in, we have touchdown drives. Gardner Minshew has had 8 drives, or what they say, 30 drives? 30 drives this year that led to nothing. 30 attempts that led to shit. Punts. That's just crazy numbers. And the fact that we didn't pull the plug last week, even with the win, it wasn't a game that we won offensively. The running game won that game for us. Every game has been, the games we won were a different reason. Those teams beat themselves. Like, I keep having to say that shit, but those teams beat themselves. Mitchell is playing like a dog too this year. I know. He's an absolute stud. And people fucking were like, oh, no, we don't need a corner. Nobody drafts a corner in the first round, right? That's what I heard over and over again. Nobody drafts a corner in the first round. Your takes are garbage. You don't know football. You're trash. Right, bro. Right. I forgot more about football than them clowns are trying to tell me. Players posting encrypted BS, aka playing games on X, makes the teams not want him. That's not the... Bro, ask anybody on that team. Robert Spillane said, if people don't want to be here, move on. That's what everybody on the team said. He doesn't want to be there because Antonio Pierce is fucking two-faced. Let's call a spade, bro. He doesn't stand on business. He does bite his tongue. And he's not the dude he hustled the nation into thinking he was, bro. I'm sorry. He hustled a lot of us, bro. You got players that'll run through a brick wall for you. Well, why aren't they running through brick walls for 4 quarters? Why aren't they doing it for 4 quarters? Why are they giving up? Because they know you put a dumbass quarterback in there that does not give them a chance to win, and they're starting to question your coaching ability. Because if you're that stupid to let these guys say, okay, Gardner Minshew is that guy after the 4 games that we've already seen, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. All that doesn't matter because Adams doesn't have a trade clause. What does that mean? So Raiders could hold all the power in negotiations. Adams is worth at least a first and a fourth round pick. Bro, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry, LVR, but we're not getting a first round for him. Is he worth it? Yeah. But when you're crying like a diva and you're saying you want to play for a team and then you want to be traded, no. And when your fucking team is in a situation that we are because our head coach went and liked an Instagram post that made him want to leave, bro. Come on, man. Come on. No, be real in here. Be real. We talk truth talk, Raiders Rebel Unleashed. Truth talk, bro. Truth talk is that man made a stupid ass decision by liking that post, and he knew exactly what he was doing. Antonio Pierce knew what he was doing by liking it. He didn't have balls enough to be a man and stand up and say, look, we're getting rid of Davante Adams because it gives us the best chance to win. So he went through it on social media, bro. Why would he delete it? If you was a man that stood on business, why would you delete it? If you made that post, why would you take it down? I mean, if you liked it, why would you take it down? Adams has power. You're wrong. Adams has power because Davante Adams can say, I don't want to go to that team. And if that team, when they talk to Davante Adams, says, I'm not planning on coming back here and I don't want to play for you, you think they're going to trade for him? No. They're going to squash all trade negotiations. I guarantee you. As soon as Davante Adams says, if they try to trade him to Carolina Panthers, you think he'd go there? He'd say, nope, I'm holding out. I'm not going there. Let's renegotiate my contract. And he'll just keep saying that his contract is not negotiated to what he wants it to be. He has leverage. Davante Adams has plenty of leverage. That's why they're letting him pick what team he wants to go to, because they know the only leverage they got, they can say, we're not doing what you ask, and we're not trading you, and we're keeping you on the team, but we're not going to play you. That's just detrimental to the team, bro. Trying to undermine the process for his benefit, I'm sure. I mean, yeah, we all know Davante Adams just wants to win. Or does he? Is it just about him? Because, we've heard him talk about over and over and over again, this team's not playing up to my standards. We don't have a quarterback to my standards. When you set your standards at a certain level and people aren't meeting those expectations, we've all heard the diva talk. I'm not saying he's not a diva, but I'm saying the organization did him wrong, bro. Just like they did Jared Carr. Just like they did everybody else that was a top player. Yeah, I like Aiden a lot. He did good last year, the last month or so. I mean, he did good last year, the whole entire year, really, for a rookie, for the situation he was put in. And he would have just got better this year with game experience. And now they've taken away that from him. And I'll get into that in a minute. Let me get to these chats. The Raiders damn sure won't have him after this because, I mean, nah. You don't know, bro. You don't know. I'm telling you. There's a lot of teams right now that are interested, but they're not interested in that price. Now, if he would have said I wanted a first-round pick for Aiden O'Connell, or for Aiden O'Connell, for Davante Adams, there'd probably be a lot less teams calling. But there's not really that many teams calling right now. They're trying to hype it up and say the Ravens are calling and all these people are calling. They just acquired. And you'd be stupid as an NFL franchise to not acquire for a player like Davante Adams. But when they call and they see what they're acquiring, they're like, nope. They don't want shit to do with it, bro. Davante Adams was worth a first-round pick and maybe a fourth or fifth last year after he had a decent ass year with a shit quarterback. He proved that he still had it and could still be a guy that can help a team. But he proved he still had it and could be a guy that could help a team. I didn't know if you could hear me. I covered up the speaker. But now, with 20 catches and 200 yards in 4 games, and now it's been 5 games, bro, his stock is going down. His stock is going down because they know the situation and they know he wants to be traded and he asked for a trade. The fact that he asked for a trade made his value go down. So Davante Adams is not in the driver's seat, but he has a lot more pull than people think. He can negotiate this shit way, way different. And teams that are smart, that have good general managers and good head coaches, know this shit and know the rules, right? Believe me, DA and this team know what they are doing. Exactly, they both know what they're doing. They're playing games, and there shouldn't be no game playing. They need to get rid of them as fast as possible and just get rid of it. If somebody called me right now and said, and I was the GM and said, I'll give you a third round and whatever this player or first whatever next second or third next year, bro, a third and a third, I'm taking it. Just get rid of him. Just get him out of here because he already said he don't want to be here. And once a player goes out and says he doesn't want to play for your team and wants to be traded, get him the hell out, no matter how good he is. So the Davante saga is over. I'm done talking about Davante Adams. Let's move on and talk about something else. He's not coming back, bro. Unless nobody wants to trade for him. You're right. AP won't be the head coach after 2025. I mean, I think he has 2 years on his contract, and I think those 2 years are he has to improve every single year. And at the rate we're going right now, are we going to win better than 8 games? What did we win, 8 games last year? Are we going to win more than 8 games this year? Are we going to win more than 8 games last year? If we go get a quarterback that everybody wants, you think this quarterback that we're going to go draft is going to come in and be CJ Stroud and just learn the system right off the bat? That we have a quarterback that's been in the league for 6 years, going on his 6th year, and he's having problems, struggling, learning the system. Aiden O'Connell doesn't seem like he has the system completely down yet. And you think a quarterback is going to come in and just learn this system and we're going to roll and we're going to make the playoffs with a rookie quarterback next year? Bro, Antonio Pierce knows. That's why look at his face in the press conference and the meetings. He knows he's fucked right now. If they don't start winning and decide if Aiden doesn't come in and save him like he did last year, which he kept his job. Let's be honest, bro. Let's call a buck a buck. Aiden came in, played his ass off last year. That team played their ass off last year, and that's why AP had a job. So if he doesn't come in and do that this year, if they don't switch to him and he doesn't come in and win, he might not have a second year, bro. He might not. AP stands on business. Live and die by your decisions. AP don't stand on business, bro. He don't stand on business, bro. He's a hardcore gangster, right? Come on, man. Fuck out of here. That dude don't stand on shit. He stand on sand. Never look back, per Madden. If you could put any Broncos player on the Raiders roster, who would it be?
They're supposed to be.
Who are we trading them for? Like, are they just giving them to us? Like, I don't get the question. For one, I don't want any Broncos on my team.
There's no such thing as a woman or a man.
But if it's a trade like Gardner Minshew for Bo Nix, sign me up, bro. Sign me up. I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now. Just the fact that he can run and make plays with his feet, and Gardner can't, and that's why we brought him in here.
I don't care if I
That's exactly the hand DA is playing. Just get rid of me or I'm gonna lower what you get from me. No, bro. You got it all wrong, Unfazed. You're totally twisted on this, bro. You're my guy. I love your takes, but you got this one fucked up, bro. You're twisted on this. I'm telling you. He's not lowering his stock. No trade, just asking. Oh, I know. Oh, just asking if there's any player. Patrick Surtain, bro, right away. I mean, Patrick Surtain. You see what he did to our receivers, right? Come on, that dude was the difference in the game. He's a difference in a lot of games. And I would trade Devontae Adams for Patrick Surtain, and I would give them a second round or third round or something or whatever. I'd give them whoever. Jack Jones. Can we trade Colton Miller, Devontae Adams to the Broncos for Patrick Surtain? I mean, bro, that would help this defense up front. Adam Butler, bro. Let's talk about Adam Butler. What y'all think about Adam Butler? This man needs to be on the grass. You know, he did his press interview. I'm sorry about that light shining. I think I'm Jesus over here. Look. Oh, Jesus has spoken. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy, right? Blasphemy. I'm just saying. Adam Butler, right? Came on, said he wants to be that every down back. I mean, not back. He wants to be that every down player. He wants to be on the grass as much as possible. That man is making plays, bro. Adam Butler, relentless pursuit is crazy. Max Crosby completely rubbed off on Adam Butler. And if they would put that man on the grass, you know, he had 6 solo tackles last week. I don't know how many he had this week. I'm not trying to look at stats right now. I'm just kind of sit on here and talk. I'll break it all down tomorrow. But Adam Butler is that dog, bro. And if Adam Butler was on the grass more, I think their run game would be way, way less, right? Way, way less. No thanks. LOL. I'm a Broncos fan. I'm good with you. You're a Broncos fan? Well, shit. Subscribe to the channel. Come on here and talk shit whenever you want. So, what did you think about the game? You like Spillane a lot, just inconsistent. He's not good in coverage, bro. He's not good in pass coverage. Like that's his problem. He don't have speed. He's not one of those fast linebackers that can just run sideline to sideline. He can't keep up with tight ends. That's why, they're constantly putting Nate Hobbs. They're constantly putting Nate Hobbs on those guys because my man could keep up with those guys. Robert Spillane, he just gets cooked in coverage. But if you put him in on blitzing downs, I know, see, this is my problem with Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce doesn't want Robert Spillane to come out of the game. But Robert Spillane is not an every down linebacker. He's a first down, second down linebacker. On third down, unless you're blitzing him, he don't need to be out there. We have Amari Gaynor, who is a damn good coverage linebacker. Why isn't Amari Gaynor in there on third downs? When it's definitely a pass down, because most of these passing downs are Robert Spillane getting cooked. I did it on my presentation or my film breakdown last week, and I thought it was somebody else that got cooked, but it was Robert Spillane like 3 times getting cooked by receivers. Why they got him covering receivers when we run a 4-2-5? Absolutely, I have no idea, bro. We losing big to teams that struggle to win. What is going on? We know what's going on, bro. We know what's going on. It's Luke Getsy gets soft, and Antonio Pierce is letting Luke Getsy run the offense. He's letting him make the calls. He's telling him what plays to put in. He's calling the plays to the quarterback. Antonio Pierce doesn't have nothing to do with that. On the third downs that they are arguing whether they want to run, and the clock's running out, and they can't get the personnel out there. Bro, these are coaching plays between an offensive coordinator and a head coach that's not on the same page. And if guys aren't on the same page, you're not gonna win, bro. You're not gonna win. You can't win when your coaching staff does not agree with situations. These situations should be talked about before going into the game. That's why you game plan. And these struggles are struggles because teams adapt. They figure out, okay, this ain't working, and they adapt. We're not adapting, bro. We're not adapting on offense. Luke Getsy gets complacent when we have a lead, and he starts to just call way more run plays. He runs constantly on first down. These are things that I see, and I'm not an NFL coach. I'm just a football fan, bro. I'm just a Raider fan. I'm not a content creator. Yes, I do YouTube shit, but I don't do YouTube every day. I have a job. I work. I don't do YouTube all the time. I just come on here to talk to people and give my advice and my opinion. But if I can see that this coaching staff does not have this team fully prepared, that they are not prepared for every situation that comes up in the game, then somebody above's got to see that, right? Somebody that's there has to see that shit. Did you like Jonathan Abrams when you had him. Boy, I couldn't stand him. He definitely played like a Raider. I like the way he hit. I definitely like the way he hit. But once again, just inconsistent, constantly getting smoked on coverage. He was horrible at pass coverage. But if they would have made him a linebacker, like they did with Diablo, I think Jonathan Abrams would have had a decent career. You know, he wasn't that big of a guy, but bro, you can pack on muscle in the NFL. They'll put you on a weight plan if you want to get bigger, faster, and stronger. Every team has all that. They can do whatever. If they want you to lose weight, slim down, pack on muscle, bro, they can have it like that. Especially with, doctors and shit in there, like, bro, in no time. So yeah, Jonathan Abrams, another one of those players that you just gotta have it upstairs, bro. You gotta want to, and there's just too many distractions. When you can't keep focused on football, bad shit's gonna happen to you. You like watching every team. For a long time, I didn't like watching football because the Raiders were so bad. But then, you know, they started to come around. They started getting better draft picks. I only watched Raider football. But then, damn, we started getting shitty again. I was like, why are we so bad? So I started watching other teams. I'm like, damn, we are bad. We are bad. We are bad. We have a good coordinator, decent, calling decent plays. We don't have quarterback play. We're calling bad plays. We have decent quarterback play. We just can't put it together. We can't put it all together. And it's going to be a long, long year because the Steelers are not a joke. Then we have what? The Chiefs after that. Is the Chiefs after the Steelers? Damn. And then we have what, the Bengals or something. Then we go to Miami, a team that's struggling. Bro, if we get beat by the Dolphins, come on, man. Come on, man. Fucking bud. We need a quarterback bad. I don't know. I think we ruined the quarterback that we had. Like I'm saying, you can't put a young. Listen, I know Aiden O'Connell's 26, 25 years old, but you can't put a kid like that. To me, that's a kid because I'm 49 years old. But to have a kid you put in that situation where you know you give him a role model like Gardner with his charisma that everybody likes, and the kid's like, "Oh, I want Gardner to win. I want Gardner to be that dude." And now you have to fucking come in and take his job. Like, I just don't know if Aiden has that character, man. I know Aiden has the brains to be a quarterback. I know he has the arm to be a quarterback. I know his, pre-read is good. Snap count pre-read is good. You've seen him already just in this game, changing the play, pointing linebackers out, throwing it deep because he has one-on-one. That's shit we don't see from Gardner Minshew. And Gardner's got started because of his experience. And we see Aiden O'Connell come in and make these kind of throws in these plays. So I think Aiden O'Connell could be that quarterback if they just have balls enough to go with them. I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? Yeah, the season's not over. We're 2-3. But if this quarterback keeps continuing to have 140-yard games back to back, less than 150 yards passing, two interceptions, a touchdown that was really, come on, let's be honest, was not him. Yeah, he threw it up there, but he really just threw it up there. I'll break down his footwork and shit. Bro, his footwork is horrible. I don't know how, as a quarterback coach in Rick Scangarello, you could sit there and call yourself a quarterback coach and see this on film that his footwork is absolutely horrible. They're just hoping that he just becomes that dude that used to make plays. Fix his mechanics, bro. Fix his footwork. Work on this shit. They're not working on it. And they're not letting Garner be Garner. Like, you could see he scrambled today. Scrambled, made a play. They rolled out, couldn't make a play. Why can't he make plays on bootlegs? Like, he's supposed to be that quarterback that plays better outside of the pocket. And he's playing worse outside of the pocket. So we have to make a quarterback change. Now's the time. I mean, it was time after the second game. It was time after the third game in Carolina. It was time last week, even though we won in Cleveland, to make a quarterback change. And now's the time before it's too late. Now's the time, bro. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If we don't win, hey, we don't win. But we're not going to win with our defense giving up 350 yards a game, bro. We're not going to win. Last in the league in points allowed. Man, it's not just the offense. It's not just the offense. It's not just Gardner Minshew. Yes, it's a big part of it. You know, our penalties are less than they've ever been that I've been watching. I've never seen the Raiders make so many less mistakes and still find a way to beat themselves to lose. Like, we're not making that many dumb penalties. Yesterday we had some stupid ones that kind of hurt us, especially on that third down where DJ Glaze left, like, I don't know, he left a whole play early. I don't know what he was looking at or what he was thinking. And, you know, the next play, Garner rolled out of the pocket, threw it out of bounds, and we kick a field goal. I mean, those plays are drives that are killed by stupid plays, but you got to expect that for a rookie. I'm not mad at DJ Glaze. He played an awesome ass game. But how do you continue to lose when we're not getting penalties, stupid penalties like we have in the past? You know, pass interference, so many pass interference calls in the past that have been cleaned up. Shout out to Patrick Graham for that. Shout out to AP for, you know, cleaning up the discipline part. But I just don't see it on the field. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I would have to say I would have just told Abrams stay back in coverage no matter what you see. Hey, but that again, it goes back to the coaching staff. You know, you thought we could get something for him. He goes to another team, and I don't even think he's in the league anymore. Is he even in the league? I don't believe Abrams in the league anymore. Yeah, Broncos have been ass for a while too. I know. As long as we got Patty Mahomes in our division, we ain't making it past AFC West champions, no matter who we got. I mean, hey, if your defense keeps playing like this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Broncos fan. That is one of the teams I hate. Okay, I guess I hate all the AFC West teams, but I've never ever been a Broncos fan. I've just always disliked the Broncos. The fans are cool, but man, the Broncos just rub me the wrong way. But if they can keep playing defense like they played today and keep putting pressure on quarterbacks, bro, this team could be something. You know, Bo Nix not turning the ball over, 2 touchdowns. They have a running game. They have receivers that are, you know, trying to make plays for their quarterback. They're trying to make yards after the catch. They have a decent, solid team, bro. They're 3-2. I don't know what the Chargers did today, but man, like, I don't even think that where the Chargers got a bye week this week. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Is anybody in here? Just talking L's, baby. Just taking L's. Yeah, I know. That's what we do. We just take L's over here in the nation. Bro. Taking losers. You got to go down swinging, Rebel. I always go down swinging, bro, and get back up. I guarantee you. Like, shit, you can see I got scars everywhere, bro. I've been a fighter my whole life. I don't give up or quit on shit, but yeah, bye week for Herbert, lad. Oh, and Lad McConkey, right? Oh, I should know. He's on my fantasy shit. On the my last string receiver, Lad McConkey. He's been doing all right for a rookie. See, this was another thing. Like, we have rookies that make plays, right? Tyreek McAllister didn't look bad running kickoffs. I know he was hurt this week. But who the hell was out there? Where's Dylan Labe? Doesn't Dylan Labe run kickoff returns and punt returns? Where's Dylan Labe, man? Where is this kid at? Put him in the backfield. Again, Amir Abdullah had one great play where he slipped and fell and decided to cut it the other way. And had a great play, had great yardage. But other than that, he didn't do shit again. Like, put in Labe. You know, Antonio Pierce is just scared to put in rookies. And he said, like, I don't play rookies. You know, I don't know why. But that's not true at all. You played Aiden O'Connell all last year. And you didn't go away from Aiden O'Connell. You stuck with them, good or bad. You played Aiden all last year. So the fact that you could say, I don't bite my tongue, I stand on business, I don't play rookies. You played a rookie last year, and we got rookies playing now, but it's because they have to. But he's not putting guys like Amari Gainer in there that can make plays in coverage on third down, that can stick with these, slot receivers that for a little while, at least for 10 yards. I'm not saying you can cover them, 15, 20, 30 yards because, man, let's be honest, no linebackers doing that shit except for the top. But getting cooked by tight ends and shit, bro, Amari Gainer, I don't think would be that dude. I thought Luke Masterson played all right. I like his speed. I like his toughness. But I think this defense missed Luke Masterson. I mean, people say Luke Masterson played like ass, but when it came down to third down situations or a play needed to be made, Luke Masterson was there to make those plays. To stop a run, he made some good run stops. So, man, it's coming down to really depth. Depth. We just don't have the depth. We have too many injured players. They, making bad calls. Why did we take a timeout? Why the hell did we take a timeout at the end of the half? To run it on third down. This is another coaching call right here. And this is why AP pisses me off. And I know it's growing pains, but he doesn't have time to deal with these growing pains. He doesn't have the time. He's on a short leash, and the leash is getting shorter and shorter. But when it's the end of the half, bro, there's a minute and 30 seconds left. You run the ball on third down. You call a timeout to run it on third down. So you take a timeout when they have no timeouts. They can't stop the clock. The game is tied, 10-10. Instead of taking a shot and just throwing it downfield, with Trey Tucker or DJ Turner, these guys that can outrun these corners, they decided to run the ball. You take a timeout, you run the ball, you get absolutely nothing, and then you punt, you don't go for it on fourth down? Like, I thought they were going to go for it on fourth down. Why would you not go for it on fourth down? Why take a timeout? I don't understand the coaching calls, bro. The coaching decisions. Same with the end of the game. You call a timeout. Why? We did nothing. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. I know the game was over and done, but still, timeouts are meaningful. There was no challenges. I thought that one play that they probably should have challenged for the catch, they didn't challenge. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we got to get healthy, and this is not going to be good. It's going to be a long, long flight home to Las Vegas. And we got a tough-ass team ahead of us. And the schedule doesn't get easier, bro. It doesn't get easier at all. Good defenses. I don't know. But what y'all got to say? If y'all ain't got to say shit, I'm going to get off here. I got to go get me some food. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Whoever just popped in, salute. Hit that like button. I got 7 likes. I don't know how many people have been in here. Why it doesn't show me the count. 5 in the building. Shout out to all y'all. Who was your MVP for the game? Who was your MVP? Type in the chat. Who is your MVP for the game? I'm going to have to give it to the Broncos defense, bro. Patrick Surtain. Bowers was your MVP? Raiders MVP? Man, that's rough. I thought a lot of guys played good on defense. You can't do shit on a short field. You can't expect them to constantly get on a short field and us to not give up points. So if we're talking both teams, yeah, Surtain. Patrick Surtain definitely was the MVP for me on the Broncos side, but I think the whole Broncos defense deserves it. That front 7 was nasty and relentless. Our MVP, I really don't know, bro. I think, Bowers with that touchdown, you have to give it to Bowers. He had a bunch of plays just dragging people. Why this kid doesn't get the ball thrown more? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it. And yes, we have to put it on the quarterback because I know a lot of these plays are called for Brock Bowers, and we're just not getting him the ball. But this man is a flipping machine, bro, and can't be stopped. Like, just every time I don't think he's been stopped for a loss one time. Like, every time he catches the ball, he gets forward yardage. Harrison Bryant, I don't think did anything for this team. I thought a couple of his blocks were just ass. I wish Michael Mayer would come back. PS2, but I like Bo Nix. Bonito, what? Is a good rushing the passer too. Yeah, y'all got a solid ass defense, bro. Solid defense, relentless defense, and you have depth. You know your rotation, bro. That's another thing. Is is we get winded. We got these guys like Camary Richardson for the Raiders, drafted in the fourth round, who's never even seen grass. We are now in the fifth week, going into the sixth week, and the man has never even seen the field. Why is he not on the IR, and why are we not using this roster spot for somebody else? I don't understand. Like, there's so many things that are just crazy, bro, crazy. But your depth, man, your depth was just absolutely ridiculous because they were subbing guys in and out. They didn't keep their starters on the field. They were constantly subbing guys, and we were trying to swap plays around. You know, they kept us guessing. They kept us guessing. They kept Luke Getsy guessing, and they kept Gardner Minshew scrambling for his life. But once again, that dude, how many sacks? What, 2 sacks? Both were his fault. Was not the offensive line fault. He had plenty of pocket. He stepped up in the pocket, decided he was not going to step up in the pocket, started to run, changed his mind, went to throw the ball, and took a sack, bro. So hopefully this team goes with Aiden O'Connell. We just go and see what we got. And it sparked the team last year. It got us on a rally. We went 3-1 in the division. Gardner Minshew is now 0-2 in the division. So hopefully it'll rally this team and we can get some drives. We can keep our defense off the field. We can get them healthy. Hopefully Max Crosby is good to go. Christian Wilkins injured himself, celebrating. The fuck's up with that? Raiders, are you gonna come in here and say tank? Please don't say the word tank, bro. Come on, come on. Don't think I don't remember you. 7528. You coming here talking about tanking, aren't you? The Broncos have our last year's defense. Yes, they do. Ray Love in the building. What's good? What's good? Salute. Do you not get my notifications, Ray? Did you just get one? I mean, I'm just asking because I don't know how long I've been live. I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes, but most of my followers only come in like after I've been live for over an hour. So I'm wondering if y'all ain't getting the notifications. If you're not, unsubscribe and resubscribe. Because I've had a bunch of people hit me up and say, bro, I don't get any notifications until your live is over, which is crazy. You know you was cheering. See you, man. I'll be back soon. Good talking to you. Hey, good talking to you, man. Stay up. Stay up for sure. Appreciate all the combo. I did say 13 wins, right? I did say 13 wins. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I said 13 wins, and I think we'd have to go undefeated to get to that mark. So obviously my shit was way off. But I also said those 13-4 was with Aiden O'Connell, and if you go back and watch my predictions, I lowered it to 11 wins, but I had stipulations on that shit. I said if Gardner didn't turn the ball over and sustain drives, that we could win, bro. So you can't come in here criticizing my shit because I was wrong. Because I wasn't really wrong. I did have stipulations to it, bro. I did have. Aiden O'Connell had to be the starter, which I'm not saying we would be any better with Aiden O'Connell, but I think we would. I think we would. But yeah, man. Hey, I'm not I am not Antonio Pierce, bro. I stand on my shit. And you're right. I'm not gonna come in here and say I didn't never say that. Oh, I didn't never say that. I did say 13 wins. Raiders currently hold the number 10 pick. That's what we come to. That's fucking damn. That's what we've come to. That's horrible. That's horrible. This is what we're looking out for right now in Raider Nation. 13 wins. Unfazed. I did say it, bro. I said it, bro. I said it. At the beginning of the season, I said if Aiden O'Connell was the starter with this defense, but then shit, Malcolm Kuntz got hurt. Matt Crosby been hurt. So yeah, I know. I was way off. I was way off, bro. Way off. I overestimated this team, and I overestimated Aiden O'Connell's. I mean, Aiden O'Connell. Why do I keep saying O'Connell? I've been a fan my whole life, bro, and I bought into the Antonio Pierce bullshit. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I bought into his bullshit, dude. I got suckered, and I'm that dude that's man. I'm from the streets, bro. Like, come on, look at my tattoos. Come on, that man thug shit, bro. I'm from the streets, bro. I should have known better than to fucking pick up what he was putting down until he proved it. But in my opinion, he proved it last year. And we know intern head coaches have to flip flop when they get the head coaching job, right? You can't be that same buddy with everybody that you was when there was nothing on the line, right? You were just coming in, taking over for Dick Daniels, who was absolutely trash. And there was no expectations. But now you have a short leash, you have a contract that nobody knows about, how long it is, are the stipulations of the contract. You have pressure on you. You're the guy. All the criticism falls on you. And then your dumbass has to go on post saying Devontae's played his last game in Vegas. That didn't help your situation, my guy. It did not help you, AP. Raiders for life. Armando Guzman, what's good? What's good? Are you first time pulling up? Salute, my brother. Let me know what you think. 7 people in here. I would love to see 7 comments. 1 for Aiden O'Connell, 2 for Gardner Minshew. Should Aiden O'Connell be the starter going forward? Even if he fucks up, even if he throws, should we just put him in and name Aiden O'Connell the starter for the rest of the year? Or should we go with Aiden O'Connell? 1 for Aiden O'Connell, 2 for Gardner Minshew. Come on, man. There's 7 people in here. You can't hit 1 or 2, or you just don't have an opinion. I want to know your opinion. FN, Devontae threw your 13 wins into a landfill, bro. Don't blame that shit on Devontae unfazed. Come on. Don't make me go put on my Devontae Adams jersey. Well, look. I bought a Devontae Adams jersey. I was like, bro, we ain't had a good flipping wide receiver in a long time, and I thought he was going to turn his team around. But I thought he was going to be here with Derek Carr, and I thought we were going to fucking win games, and I thought Dick Daniels was going to get fired his first year. But all the things I thought was wrong. Lawrence, what's good? What's good? You still in chat? Appreciate you. 3 1s? All right, well, 3 out of the 9 is good. For the rest of you that can't hit the 1 button or the 2 button, I appreciate your effort. You playing like the Raiders defense when they get behind. I did have to finish that statement after I was spoken, but and you left. Whatever. Sorry, we didn't want you in here anyway. Mike Lombardi was spot on when he said AP is trash. Man. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. He got a year. He got a whole season. We can turn it around. We're 2-3, right? Put in a new quarterback. Get the momentum swinging in. Get the fuck off me. What kind of bug is that? Get the momentum swinging in our way. I'm gonna burn my lips with this. I'm gonna have to go get more weed. Fuck. Right? Let's start out. Let's go to Pittsburgh. Let's shock the world. Let's make a smart business decision right now and not name the quarterback in any fucking public meetings or any press conferences until Friday. Let's do that. Let's give ourselves a shot. Let's give ourselves a chance in this game against the Steelers. Let's put them thinking it's going to be Gardner Minshew. AP's going to stick to his guns. And let's bring in the cerebral assassin, Aiden Flippin O'Connell, and shock the hell out of him. Throw the ball down the field. Stretch the field. Open up the run game. Make plays. Make plays on special teams. Man, we didn't do none of that, bro. We just, after that interception, it was just like the Carolina game. I'm telling you. After the interception, the whole team went, fuck, we're stuck with this Gardner Minshew. Again, for 4 quarters. Stuck with this cat for the rest of the game. Here we go. We're done. And they gave up. They gave up. They didn't give up on the team. I don't think anybody gave up on the team. I think they gave up on Gardner Minshew. I think they're like, bro, we had this game in the bag. We were about to go 17-3 and wrap this shit up. Right? Be done with it. Wrap it up like a Christmas present. Put a fucking bow on top. And we are in this game. The defense was rattled. They didn't know what was going on. They had no answer for Brock Bowers. And still nobody does. And still we're not getting points. And still we're losing. Alright. That's burning my lips. It's not working. Bro, this channel is legit. Straight talking, no BS. That's what we talk. There's no bullshit media, bro. I'm gonna change the name to No Bullshit Media. Truth talk, bro. That's what we do in the nation. It's Truth Talk Media. Raiders Unleashed. I gotta get something to drink, bro. Y'all keep me on this bitch forever. But as long as there's 7 people in here, I ain't gonna leave. I ain't even get to watch the Sunday night game. Who's playing? No BS Media, right? I'm gonna have to change the name. Bro, I guarantee you ain't gonna get no flip-flopping chat sports bullshit. Mitchell Ren's up in this bitch. Aiden O'Connell will never be nothing but a backup his whole entire career. Garner's the guy. Let's go with Gardner Minshew. Minshew Mania. Yeah, shout out to Mitchell Ren's Minshew Mania. And he took credit. We're the reason Minshew is starting. The nation heard us. Mark Davis watches our channel. Fuck out of here, bro. You're the reason we're losing. We had a quarterback that's better than a backup. That proved it in this game. He proved it in the Carolina game. He proved it going 3-1 in the division last year. He proved it throwing 9 touchdowns, 1 interception in his last 6 games. And he's sitting on the bench taking L's, bro. Taking L's. Absolutely wild, dude. Wild, I'm telling you. It's just wild. What do we got to do to get some respect around here? Right? I don't know why, dude, but every time I click on YouTube, that's the only thing that pops up is chat sports, Mitchell Renz. Or somebody will say to me, did you see what Mitchell Renz said? Did you see the trade idea of Mitchell Renz? No, bro, I don't care. I don't care. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I click on that shit just to laugh. The other day, somebody was like, bro, you got to turn on chat sports. I can't tell you who always hits me up and tells me this, but I was like, all right. That motherfucker was wearing a cow suit or some shit? Some pajamas? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But if that's what the nation has come to, that you want to see cross-dressers, you are in the wrong fan base, bro. You are in the wrong fan base. Go be a San Francisco 49er fan, bro. Damn. What? And he had like 6,000 people in a live game because it said Raiders versus Carolina or whatever game it was. I don't know, dude. So I clicked on it thinking I was gonna get to watch the game, and I was, I was like, hell no. Oh my god. Please, whoever sends me that, stop sending me that shit, dude, because I did not want to see a grown man in a fucking suit drinking beer out of a baby bottle. What the fuck? Crazy, dude. It's just wild. And then people click on my videos and then click off. My view time, bro, is absolutely insane on my videos. I got almost 100,000 views, and I'm nowhere near my watch time hours. That's just insane, bro. It's just crazy. The jersey is fire. You like that Max Crosby? Whoop, whoop. Got the logo. Got the captain. What else we got? Got that Las Vegas. It's pretty sick. I like it. I thought it was going to be my lucky jersey, bro. You think Max is heated? Bro, you always crack me up. You always crack me up, my guy. Raiders 7528. Max is heated. The hot take of the day. Who's he heated at? Is it the coaching staff? Is it the quarterback that he backed and said was our guy? He should be mad at himself. He should be mad at himself. Max Crosby, you should only be mad at you right now. You said you backed Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew was the guy. I told you you should go watch tape on Gardner Minshew. Did he watch tape? Nah, he watched tape from the sideline and said, we believe in you. We need the Washington State Gardner Minshew. Please give us the Washington State Gardner Minshew. Max Crosby, you can't be mad. You can only be mad at yourself for letting them sit Aiden O'Connell on the bench when you guys all said you supported him. Devontae Adams, Max Crosby, Tom Telesco, everybody was like, Aiden O'Connell is very impressive. Aiden O'Connell is very impressive. And then for some reason, money, it had to be Gardner Minshew, bro. It had to be. It had to be. It is the wide receiver who fell all the way off, a.k.a. Devontae, a.k.a. Max's homie, right? His twin brother. You see how many times they dress the same and they're like, oh, we didn't call each other. We just, bro, that's a vibe right there. That's a vibe right there. You don't think Max is pissed that Devontae don't want to be here no more? Now, I heard a rumor, and I don't know if it's facts, because I've been trying to find if it is facts. But I heard a rumor saying that Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, other players in the locker room have stepped up and called Devontae out and said it's not all about you. Now, I haven't heard anybody that's been in the locker room say that, so I don't know how these guys would know that, whoever's saying it. But if anybody can find any information on that, please hit me up and let me know, because I would like to know who was the players that told Devontae it's not all about him. Because I've been saying this the whole entire time, bro. Watch his press conferences. I complained over and over again about the press conferences. They're like, oh, Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, Devontae's the greatest. Devontae's the greatest. Bro, he is the greatest route runner of all time, in my opinion. He runs routes like nobody ever has in the NFL. But he also doesn't have very many yak yards after the catch because he doesn't want to get hit. He also has dropped a lot of balls this year because he heard footsteps. And he's getting up there in age. And he can't smoke these young corners that are running 4.2 40s. They can hang with him all day no matter how good his route running is, just because they have the speed to catch up to him. So, Rebel, Max wouldn't dap AC in practice. Why you think? See, I don't know what's up with that either, too. But I also have pictures of Aiden O'Connell over there joking with Max Crosby because Max Crosby was bitching about being triple teamed. And Aiden O'Connell's like, well, yeah, you're the best player in the NFL. What do you think we're going to do? So, you know, Penna, what's good? You back? Salute, my brother. So yeah, you can't sit here as a head coach and tell me everybody in the locker room is good with the shit that's going on, bro. I need to shave. Damn, shouldn't be that close. Fuck. But yeah, you can't sit there and tell me that this ain't a distraction. That your head coach going on the internet and liking a post saying that your star player, the best. Okay, I'm not gonna say he's the best player we have on offense because he's not. That would be a lie. But one of your best players and a Hall of Famer is not has played his last down in the NFL without even talking to him, and then you don't have the audacity to even reach out to him in a text. You know, he had to go on the Kay Adams show and say, "So, how fast did AP reach out to you after this all happened?" He hasn't. What about the team? They haven't. Bro, that's red flags everywhere. The writing is on the wall. They did that shit on purpose. They didn't want to say we're cutting Devontae Adams, we're trading Devontae Adams because we need the draft capital to go get a quarterback next year, and we should have done that last year, but we made bad decisions. So they're gonna fucking point fingers and play games. It's not on Devontae Adams. It's not on Devontae Adams. Yes, there was games I seen him not blocking. I watched film tape over and over again, win, lose, or tie. Raiders till I die. I'm still gonna do film. I'm still gonna bring you content. But bro, booger dog, did you find that video? Somebody sent it to me. I'll put so I can put it on here. I don't have time to edit shit yet. I came straight on and started talking shit about what we need to do to fix this team, but I don't know. Max is mad at AOC. Why? No, I don't, Max ain't mad at AOC. Max, somebody said something about he didn't dab him on the practice. I don't know. I don't know. Why didn't he dab him? I don't know. Where'd that go? Hold up. Sorry for the pause. Talk amongst yourselves. No, Max ain't. Bro, Max is going to be a Raider till he dies. He's sinking with the ship, bro. He's the pirate of that bitch, Captain Hook. He's going down with the ship. He's already said he's going to make this franchise better no matter what. But how much say does he have? I mean, obviously he had enough say to get Gardner Minshew to be the quarterback because he said we believe in Gardner, we stand behind Gardner, and he's our guy. Bro, that was Max Crosby that said that. That was our captain. This dude right here. 9'8", bro. 9'8". The C on the chest. He backed the quarterback that is killing us. He's backed the quarterback that has stalled drives, that has lost us almost every game that we lost. We should be 5-0 right now, dude. My 13-4 prediction should be bam. We should be on that right now. We should be 5-0 easily. Okay, maybe 4-1. Carolina did come out and smack us in the mouth. But we came, go watch the film on that. We came back, we scored a touchdown. They came down, they scored, and we fell apart. Gardner fucking threw an interception, just like he did today, and the Raiders fell apart. So, man, we could be winning these games. The defense is losing because they're like, how are we going to catch up? We don't have an offense to do it. We don't have Devontae no more. We don't have nobody to take double teams. Devontae at least took double teams. They don't understand, and y'all aren't understanding, that Devontae made these receivers as good as they are. Devontae made these receivers. He's been training Jacoby Myers. He's been training Trey Tucker. He's been giving them all his tips, all his little route shit. He's making these guys better. He calls for a double team and leaves them one-on-one. They had one-on-ones today. They didn't win those matchups, but they weren't one-on-one all the time. So if you don't have a player to call, to bring the double team, and Brock Bowers is that player. You can get players to come and double team Brock Bowers, but not if you're not throwing him the ball enough to make him a threat, to make teams scared that he's going to burn and hurt you. And, man, the touchdown today should make teams scared that every time he touches the ball, he can just smoke you. But who else are they going to? They're not going to double, Jacoby Myers, bro. Especially today, missed the ball right in his face, hit him right in the face mask, right between the eyes, right between the eyes. I don't think Max hates AOC. I don't know. I don't know what I think they all fell for Gardner's moxie, bro. They all fell for Gardner's character, his joking around, and they got attached to the play. They got attached to the person, not the player. Is what that's my opinion. This is my hot take. The players, just like the nation, got attached to Gardner Minshew's swag, his cocky little attitude, his I don't give a shit about nothing, I don't care. Yeah, man, bro, everything's good, man. Yeah, I just got to get better, man. Yeah, man, Devontae's a great player, bro. Can't wait to throw to him. Gardner, you got the starting job. Yeah, man. Yeah, looking forward to it. Moving this team, getting the offense going. Come on, man. That's your starting quarterback. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think it was Max has a problem with AOC. I think they fell for Gardner's charisma. They fell for Gardner's character. They fell for him on the rush. Him on the rush is what made Gardner get the starting job. And I don't care what anybody says. They brought Gardner Minshew on before they brought Aiden O'Connell on. And they brought Gardner Minshew on, and he was funny. He made jokes. He told stories. And people were like, bro, how can you not like this guy? But that doesn't make him a good football player. There's a reason he's not a starter in the NFL. There's a reason this is his fifth team in 5 years. There's a reason for all that shit. It's not because he's a bad person. It's not because he's not funny. It's not because of his character, bro. It's because of his fucking intelligence on the football field and his decision making and trying to be Superman when he's not. He's not Superman. He's not superhero. He's not Patrick Mahomes, nor will he ever be anywhere close to hold his jockstrap. Unlike many Raider fans got swept in the emotion of last season with AP, but honeymoon is over and McDaniels was bad. I was blinded. Dude, McDaniels was bad, but I knew it was going to take time for Antonio Pierce to learn everything he needs to know about being a head coach. Yes, you could be friends with players. Yes, you could be that rah-rah guy. Yes, you could take guys fucking to strip clubs like he did when he was in college and high school coach. Yes, you can do that guy. You could be their buddy. You can be their, big brother when you're an interim head coach. But when you take a head coaching job, there's more pressure on you. There's more shit that falls on you. And I think that pressure is getting to him, bro. I think that pressure is getting to him. I mean, he's got situations going on with his finances, with his car dealership. You got players constantly getting hurt. You're losing your best players. I still say Malcolm Kuntz means more to this team than anybody ever realized. Go check out my videos I made on Malcolm Kuntz and why we should have paid him last year, which probably wouldn't have been a good idea now that he's hurt this year. But still, that man meant a lot to this defense. It was a big part of why this defense was so good last year. No, he's not better than Max Crosby, but does he have the potential to be a Max Crosby and up there on that fucking tier? Yes, he does. Like, look at his bend, his speed, his get off, his techniques. Dude, Malcolm Kuntz is an absolute dog, and we are missing the shit out of him, and he can't be replaced. Like, we've put in, Tyree Wilson, we put in K. Levon Chasen, these guys are playing well. Snowden, I thought Snowden not being on the field as much as he was last week really hurt our defense. I thought he made a bunch of plays last week, with his relentless motor. And Max couldn't have that relentless motor. He couldn't, run sideline to sideline and chase those guys down. Off topic for a sec. Apple moving away from early products upgrade cycle. No more Apple and iWatch. What? Why? I don't have an Apple iWatch or any of that shit. I do have an iPhone, but it's like fucking iPhone 14 or something, so none of that matters to me. Gardner in Miami would have been a better look. Gardner nowhere would have been a better look, bro. Gardner as a backup would have been a better look. It would have been a great look. Because, if we were struggling with AOC in these 5 games and it was the other way around, I think Gardner would have came in and motivated this team and maybe lifted them up And maybe his play would have been better because he would have had no pressure on him. I'm telling you, he can't handle the pressure, bro. That's why he's never been a started quarterback. He cannot handle the pressure. So if there's no weight on your shoulders and you don't have, you know, everything riding on you, he plays better. And they went the other way. And it's going to be hard for Aiden O'Connell to come in and turn it around because, like I said, the kid's young, bro. Like, you got Garner Minshew, who became like a big brother to him. He's the first one over there greeting him when he does something good, you know, cheering him on the sidelines. And that's going to be hard, I think, for that kid to step in and play well and take this guy's job. And I think they made a bad move. They made a bad move. Minnesota didn't make a bad move, though. They wouldn't take a chance on Sam Darnold. Hasn't done shit with the Jets since, what, 2016 when he was drafted, I do believe. And that man goes to a team that believes in him, that has an offensive line and a number one receiver. And that dude is a dog, bro. They're killing it in Minnesota. And people laughed when we didn't score no points on Minnesota, bro. Minnesota Viking defense was good last year. They're even better this year. But it doesn't matter because their offense scores points. So there's a lot of quarterbacks we could have went and got. Baker Mayfield, you know, I said 2 years ago, let's go get Baker Mayfield. We could have paid him $30 million. We paid Gardner Minshew $25 million, bro. We could have had Baker Mayfield for $30 million 2 years ago. All right, dude, 3 years ago, we could have had him for $4 million. When we had DC, when he beat us with the Rams, we could have went and got Baker Mayfield then. I said that was the guy that we needed, but we still had Dick Daniels as coach. But if we had AP as coach, dude, Baker Mayfield is a total Raider. he headbutts people with no helmets on. He's diving in. He's not ever sliding. He's diving headfirst trying to get yards after the play. Dude, Baker Mayfield would have been a perfect Raider. But nah, we shit the bed on that too. We could have brought that dude in for $4 million. I was screaming, dude, bring Baker Mayfield to the Raiders. Just sign him. See what he does. Is he better than DC? No. But when we benched DC and they put him in for those 2 games instead of Stidham, he would have took the job then. They would have never, ever went and got Jimmy Garoppolo. And AP would probably never be coached because we probably would have won with Dick Daniels' system with a quarterback like Baker Mayfield. I don't know. He was horrible. He was horrible. We probably wouldn't have won. We gave up more leads with that dude than anybody. Good call. Attached to the players and not the play. Best effing take ever. Hey, I call it like it is, bro. I call it like I sees it. Call it like I sees it. You should have recorded that and put it on a short and got my channel blowed up. Dick Daniels is a better fit for his quarterback style. What, on this team right now? Are you kidding me? Bro, come on. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Josh McDaniels is not a better fit for anybody as a head coach. Now, look, as an offensive coordinator, yes. Because, again, like I just said in pressure, there are people that can handle pressure that have the fucking character and the mindset, bro. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's all mental. Everything in life is mental. It has nothing to do with your physical traits, with your God-given abilities. It's all mental. Whether you want to do it, whether you have the mindset, whether you have that, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to quit. I'm better than everybody. You have to have that. You have to have that. Yes, Devontae has that, but he has it in the wrong way sometimes. But when you bring in a coach that doesn't know how to talk to players, doesn't know how to listen to players, doesn't know how to deal with players like Dick Daniels, he's never going to succeed as a head coach because he doesn't have that experience or the people ability. He doesn't have the ability to communicate as a man to somebody. He wants to yell at him, degrade him, scream at him because he's the head coach and he thinks that he can talk to these dudes that are 10 times bigger than him, and you're not going to get respect from players that way. So, no. But as an offensive coordinator, you have a head coach that deals with the players, that deals with all that, and all you got to do is deal with the quarterback, the receivers are in a receiving room, the running backs are in a running back room. So as an offensive coordinator, bro, you're putting plays together. You're in there with the quarterback coach. You know, you're in there with the offense, running shit in practice, and that's it. You have no responsibilities. You don't. Nothing's on you. If you lose, it's on the head coach. They're not going to say, "Oh, well," unless you're in Raider Nation like we do. We lose, and it's all Luke Getsy's fault, right? It's all Luke Getsy. But no, Dick Daniels is a horrible head coach. Now, as an offensive coordinator, yeah, he's decent because he can run a system. But did Tom Brady make that dude? Absolutely, bro. When you have a quarterback like Tom Brady, anybody's going to be a genius, right? Anybody. You don't have to. You could just Google. You could just Google uh, NFL offensive systems and come up with some plays on there and run that shit when you have a quarterback like Tom Brady, right? So no, I don't think Dick Daniels. I think it's a bro. There's no I in team, so it's just like the Raiders. It's not the quarterback, the head coach. It's the whole organization. It's the whole everything in a group. Everybody has to be on the same page and gel, and make the right decisions and communicate. You have to get people to believe and buy in. And did the Raiders buy in? Yes, we thought they were bought in, but are they? Does it look like they're bought in? Because right now it looks to be like a team that's in disarray. You have players probably like Max Crosby saying, "Damn, they just did Devontae dirty as hell." Like, right? You have players like Nate Hobbs, whose contract's coming up next year. What's going through his mind? Seeing what they just did to Devontae Adams and had how Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco have done the DA. I mean, come on. Robert Spillane, what's going through his mind? Are they going to do me like they just did this guy? This guy is a Hall of Famer, bro, and they just did him absolutely dirty. Look what they did to Derek Carr. There's players still on this team that are upset with the way Derek Carr got did. There's players on this team that are still mad that Josh Jacobs is no longer a member of the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, let's just be honest. So for them not to say it's not a distraction, it was a distraction. It showed today it was a distraction. When it came down to it, it was a huge distraction because we couldn't get shit together. We couldn't get any consistency, and everybody just folded and fell apart, just like Carolina game. We had Sam Darnold for a dozen tamales. Bro, we could have had Sam Darnold. We could have had Baker Mayfield. We could have had a lot of man. We could have had a lot of guys. We had a lot of guys. People called me crazy and was like, "There's no way." But I said, "Shit, I would take Carson Wentz. I would take Carson Wentz right now over Gardner Minshew. He's got a Super Bowl ring. He took his team to the Super Bowl as a rookie, and then got shit on by his organization. Then he went to the Colts. That didn't work out there. But then he goes to the Rams. He plays one game against the 49ers last year, throws 3 touchdowns, and they beat the 49ers. So the man still has it. He can still throw the ball. He can still move, and he makes way better decisions than Gardner Minshew. So there was a lot of quarterbacks that we could have went and got. Like, people called me crazy when I said Tannehill was better. I was like, Tannehill's better than Gardner Minshew. At least he'll stand in the pocket. He fits the system better. They're trying to get a quarterback to fit a system instead of getting a quarterback or fit a system around the quarterback. And you're never going to win games like that. And not in the first year. Maybe 2 years down the road, if you can keep the whole team together and the head coach and the quarterback, then maybe something like that would work. But for you to do that, you have to have a franchise quarterback that you drafted or traded for. And we don't have that. So they're not going to build a team around Gardner Minshew. They built the team around Aiden O'Connell, and then at the last minute decided, which I don't know who decided, but somebody decided that Garner gives us the best chance to win, which was a horrible decision, bro. It was a horrible decision. Nah, Miami, McDaniel for Gardner, LOL. That's not going to work. But the mindset is key. Rift is very true. Yeah, bro. Mindset is key. Like Max Crosby is Max Crosby because of his mindset. He wants to be the best. He strives to be the best. He puts in the work to be the best. That's a mindset, bro. That's not God given ability. Look at Max Crosby his rookie year and his second year. The dude was drinking every day, partying, didn't give a shit about football. He cared about having fun. Like, let's be honest. And then he something clicked in that dude, and he said, "Bro, I have a chance to be great." And he strived for being great and strived for greatness. And look at him now. Like, but not everybody has that mindset. Not everybody has that mentality. Not everybody's a beast, right? There's only certain people. If everybody was like that, the world would be a way, way crazier place. Currently, the Browns have pick number 5, the Titans number 7. Two teams ahead of us will likely draft a quarterback. We're sitting at pick number 10. And they lost next week will put us at pick number 7. So what are you saying? Don't put in Aiden O'Connell? You saying go with Gardner Minshew? Is that what you're sitting here telling me, my guy? Huh? Fuck you trying to say? Oh my god. 2 hours without a drink. I'm killing myself. Killing myself for y'all. I wanted Joe Flacco before we picked up Gardner. Could you imagine this team with Joe Flacco? I mean, honestly, look what he did for the Cleveland Browns, right? He took the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs last year. And look at the team now. Why'd they let him go? What are they doing? What are they doing now? You know why? Because he fit the system. They had a running game, they had a decent offensive line, and they had guys that can get downfield. He fit the system. Now, they got rid of him, and the team's falling apart, bro. Falling apart. I would take Rich Gannon. Bro, you're crazy. What the hell just happened? I lost connection and got it back. All right, just what? I don't know what the hell. I would take Rich Gannon right now too. I bet he could come in and play better than Gardner Minshew. I mean, that's come on, that's not a hot take. He definitely could outplay Gardner Minshew right now. All you got, I mean, that's the system we're running. That's the system we're running right now. That fits Rich Gannon absolutely perfect. But we don't have the offensive line to keep him upright because I don't know how mobile he is at his age, or if he could take the hits at his age. But I guarantee you, if we could keep him upright, he could stand in there and pick defenses apart with this offense and with the Getsy system. Those little short passes, short slants, short screens, bro. That's his game right there. He would eat that shit up. Players wanted to play for Flacco. He's a culture guy. I know. Players wanted to play for Gardner Minshew too. What are you saying? Browns are taking for a quarterback. Bro, hey, let's trade Devontae for Deshaun Watson, right? Bro, I'll play quarterback right now. I will put my nuts on it. I could play quarterback than Gardner Minshew. If they would give me a shot, I would put both the left nut and the right nut that I could throw the ball better than Gardner Minshew and play better than that fool. Like, I ain't playing. I'm 49 years old. Look, Tom Brady's age. Tom Brady could play. Dude, go get Tom Brady. Let's go get Tom Brady, right? Can we pull him out of the booth? Put him back there. Nah. The reason I'm saying all this is because we have a quarterback like Joe Flacco, like Tom Brady, like these guys that we are talking about, Sam Darnold, that just needs to get playtime on the grass. I'm not saying he is Tom Brady or Joe Flacco, but Aiden O'Connell showed last year that he could make some fucking amazing throws over the shoulder. He could lead receivers. He could read defenses. You can throw receivers open. That is key to the NFL. That's why Tom Brady was so good for so many years, is he could throw guys open, right? They were covered, but he knew where to put the ball, that if they just kept running, the ball would get to him or they would meet the ball. and the defender didn't have a chance because you can put the ball, no matter how good coverage is, where a guy can't get to it without getting a penalty. And Tom Brady was the best at that. And Aiden O'Connell is pretty damn good at that. I've watched plenty of tape on Aiden O'Connell because I argue with people all the time. And sometimes I question myself and, like, damn, maybe I just don't know what the hell I'm talking about and I need to go back and check that shit. But then I go back and check that shit and I'm like, oh, fuck, bro, you know what you're talking about. You already knew Aiden O'Connell was that dude. I'm telling you, man, the kid has all the potential. He's very, very smart. He has a fucking great arm. He's overthrown Trey Tucker I don't know how many times. So if you can overthrow Trey Tucker's speed and we can get that timing down, which it takes time, that's why they were working out. That's another thing. Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers, you don't think they're upset that they're not getting any passes from a quarterback like Gardner Minshew? When they were working out the whole offseason every morning with Aiden O'Connell, they were in the park throwing passes. They have a timing there and a connection, and we seen that today, and we seen it in the Carolina game. Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, even Michael Mayer last year was AOC's guys. That's who he threw the ball to. He got it to Devontae when he had to because he was forced to throw the ball over there, I'm pretty sure, because, Devontae was crying, I got to get my catches. But he threw some amazing fucking passes to Devontae Adams. He won the Jets game throwing a great pass to Michael Mayer, putting it up where only he could get it. The kid has potential, bro. He has potential. He has potential. Brady has time to develop behind Bledsoe. I know. I know he needs time, but who's he going to develop behind? Gardner Minshew? Bro, you trying to develop behind Gardner Minshew? The hell out of here. That's like saying Jimmy G is the guy, bro. You seen what he did sitting behind Jimmy Garoppolo last year. He was that dude. He come in, make Jimmy Garoppolo, who's been to a Super Bowl, who's been that guy for I don't know how long in the NFL, right? That's why we went and got him, because he was supposedly that dude. He come in and played way better than him with no reps, no OTAs. Come on, man. We know the story about Aiden O'Connell. And if we don't go with Aiden, man, I don't know what else to say or do. Tom Brady had time to develop. Oh, I know. And so did Patrick Mahomes. I mean, look at Patrick Mahomes, bro. He sat behind a solid quarterback for a year, learn the system, learn from a veteran who didn't make stupid decisions, who didn't make dumb fucking superhero passes. And when he got his opportunity, he shined. But there's no better experience than game experience. And Aiden O'Connell, I thought last year played so good because he got to sit and hold a clipboard. He got to sit and learn the system behind Brian Hoyer and Jimmy Garoppolo while they did shit out there and looked like ass. He learned from all these dudes. So he learned from their mistakes. He's seen what they were doing wrong. Just like Jordan Love. I mean, Jordan Love sat on the bench too for 3 years. Look at him coming in playing good. But there are guys like CJ Stroud that can come in and just be that dude. And Aiden did pretty damn good. He was the second highest average fucking quarterback last year. And probably would have did pretty good this year if they would have just went with the kid. But man, I just hope they didn't ruin him. I hope he's got enough character to just step up. Not worry about Gardner Minshew, not worry about anything but Aiden O'Connell and the team if they decide to go with them. Oh, he doesn't have that leisure. But again, like he sat. What were we when he 3-5? He sat for 8 games. I mean, that's as a fourth string, I hear you. Definitely as a fourth round quarterback, you definitely want to sit him for at least a year or two, probably 2 more than likely. There's not many fourth round quarterbacks. I guess Dak Prescott was a 4th round draft pick. Came in, played his rookie year, played his ass off. But Aiden O'Connell did the same thing. He came in, played pretty well. But Dak Prescott also was the number 1 guy probably going into camp all through preseason. And Aiden wasn't. So Yeah, he definitely needs more time to develop, but he has 5 games this year and 8 games last year. So that's 3 quarters of a season. We'll see if it helped him, if he learned anything. I seen some couple of passes out there. The interception was not his fault. You cannot put that on Aiden O'Connell. He threw the ball again, like I was talking about, throwing receivers open. Brock Bowers was covered like glue, and he threw the man open. But Brock Bowers didn't catch it. It tipped off his hands. He didn't get his head around. I'll break it down Monday, or probably Wednesday or Thursday when I do film breakdown. What's on film. If you don't know, now you know. Check out what's on film. Join me for that. Um, but yeah, I'll break it down. The man never got his head turned around. When he did, he didn't see the ball, and of course the quarterback's gonna get. You're gonna get counted for that. They're gonna chalk you up for that. It's always your fault when you're the quarterback. He had a lot of those last year. He had 3 last year that Josh Jacobs tipped up in the air. I don't know if he throws the ball too hard. I don't know if there's too much velocity on the ball. But I guarantee you he throws the ball much, much harder and faster than Gardner Minshew. And that's another thing we're going to have to worry about. Because, yes, they have played with them in practice. But come on, you're second string. You're not throwing to these guys. You're not getting all the first reps. So you're going to have to learn a whole new speed of the ball. The timing, all that shit, bro. He throws it way harder, way faster. You're going to have to get your head around quicker. You're going to have to be expecting it because he's not going to run and make plays with his legs if he's out there. He's going to throw the ball quick. That's the only way we're going to win because the offensive line isn't great. Yes, they're getting better. Yes, they're improving. JPJ is an absolute machine. And if we only had 4 more JPJs, bro, can we get 4? Can we clone Jackson? I know they clone sheep and shit now. Like, can we clone a Jackson Powers Johnson? Can we get like 2 more? Because it would be awesome to put him at center right now. JPJ, I think, would be one of the best centers in the NFL if we could put that kid at center, his natural spot. But we can't because the man, who are we going to put at guard? Dude, we're killing ourselves with depth. Like, killing ourselves at depth. I said at the beginning of the year we should probably only keep like 8 defensive linemen, which probably wouldn't have been good now that Kuntz got hurt. Because we needed more backup on the offensive line, bro. And we can see right now, like, put Jordan Meredith in. Put Meredith in there. Let's see what that kid has. Because Whitehair is just not cutting it, bro. It's Bull. Eric, what's good? What's good? Salute. Thanks for popping up. Need to start getting wins. Bro, we needed to start getting wins the first week of the season. Like, you can't let these games that you are supposed to win turn into just ass whoopings. That's what happened. But I had us losing this game, and I had us losing this game by a lot. But I didn't think it was going to go the way it did. But I had us losing because I didn't see us scoring points against this defense. They were 3rd in the NFL in pass defense. They're 14th in the NFL in run defense. They're 1st in the NFL in sacks. And Garner causes sacks on himself. He feels pressure and folds. So a big bowl of Fruity Pebbles sounds good right now. How about you? I don't know. Fruity Pebbles. You talking weed or you talking cereal? Just saying. AOC didn't play the DA card, which he could have. That's a real one, AK quarterback. I mean, hey, this kid has stood back there. He's been silent. He hasn't complained. He's done what they asked him to do. He did that last year when they put him in. He did it last year when he was on the bench. AOC is that guy, man. My 2 cents. Salute. What's good? Pigs. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Let me know y'all's take. I'm going to try this again. There's 8 people in here. Can I get 8 answers? If Aiden O'Connell should be the quarterback, 1. 1. If Gardner Minshew should continue to be the quarterback, type 2. Let's see if we can get some continuity in the chat. LOL both, right? Well, if I smoked a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, then yeah, some Fruity Pebble cereal definitely sounds good. Definitely sounds good. That pick was a chemistry issue, requires reps. If Bowers knew the ball is coming in hot, he would adjust. Well, yeah, but he also has to get his head around. He did not get his head around. He didn't expect the ball to come. And that's what happens when you play with a quarterback for 4 games that doesn't throw you the ball when you're barely covered. So he was covered, he was blanketed, and he did not expect Aiden to throw the ball in there. But Aiden takes chances, bro. He's not scared. He's not a bitch. He will throw the ball into double coverage. He did it last year. As a matter of fact, he threw it into triple coverage a couple times last year to Devontae Adams, and they were big plays. So Aiden's not scared to throw the ball. But yeah, I don't know if it was a chemistry thing. I think it was just Brock Bowers not expecting it, and he just didn't get his head around. And by the time he got his head around, you could see his hands came up late, and his hands just came up and deflected the ball. Like he just hit it up in the air. So that's late hands to me. When the ball deflects high in the air like that, usually if you're trying to catch it, it's gonna hit your hands and go down or out, not straight up in the air. Unless you're kind of tossing it up like he did. He just brought his hands up, and it deflected as his hands were going up, and it was an interception. We had the same thing last week against the Cleveland Browns. Trayvon Moehrig was completely out of position. I broke it down on What's on Film. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. What's on Film. There's 3 episodes, I think, but last week's episode, I broke down. Sorry, damn. I broke that shit down where, Trayvon Moehrig was just completely out of the play, and it ended up being a lucky day for him. He got an interception, but dude, he was running complete. There's even dots. He was running completely out of the play, and the ball just ended up in his hands. So, that shit happens sometimes, bro. Yeah. It's the NFL. It's a game of inches, and stupid shit's going to happen. Put JPJ clones at right guard too. That's what I'm saying. If we could get 3 JPJs, just 2, just one more. Just give us one more. Put 1 at center, 1 at right guard, and I think we'll be good. If you're just pulling up, man, sack that like button. It helps me out a lot. Lets people know that y'all like this content. Maybe they want to come in and join in the Chizat. JPJ at center would be great. Tone setter for the offense. I know. I want to send James to Carter, but he needs. Look, we don't. Have they ever thought of putting? Have they ever thought of putting Andre James at guard? I mean, look, my problems with Andre James is, as a center, you're supposed to have your head up, looking at the field, right? You have your head up, exploring the field. A center's job is to help the quarterback call out defenses and help him with shit that he's not seeing. Andre James has his head completely down until he goes to hike the ball. He lifts his head up and then hikes the ball. That pisses me off, dude. That totally pisses me off because you're doing it opposite. You should have your head up the whole time and then bring your head down, hike the ball, and then get your head back up. But you're not seeing the field. You're not pointing out. You don't know what's coming. You have your head down. So while you have your head down, these guys are moving around. You got linebackers switching positions, and he don't even know because watch the offense. Look at the left. Look at the right guard. He constantly taps him on the leg, and they hike the ball. That tells me that Andre James cannot have his head up, moving up and down. Like he has to have his head up, snap the ball, and rip his head up real fast. Like he can't do his job basically. When you have to have a guard let you know when to hike the ball, watch both of our guards. Their heads are up, looking around. They're the ones that are calling out plays. Those guys are rookies, bro. Those guys are rookies. They're the ones calling out the plays, letting everybody know what's going on. That's Andre James' job. So, yeah, man, put Andre James at guard and see what he does there because we have Dylan Parham. We have Dylan Parham that's played center. We have, I believe Meredith has played center. We have JPJ who's played center, and I think somebody else on the team that's played center. But we have four centers on the team, four guys on the team that have played center. So if he's not working, dude, get him out of there. Move him, put somebody else in because you're constantly getting pushed back. You're constantly on your back, dude, on your knees. You're not doing shit in the run game. You're not moving guys out of the way. You're not calling out defenses. Like I don't know, put him at guard where he can just sit back there with his head up, ready to go. The man's a big man. He played tackle in college with Colton Miller. So move him to left guard next to Colton Miller. Maybe it'll help him out. Maybe him and Colton Miller together with their size can create a wall over there. But I don't know. If I was a coach, I'd be trying anything I could to mix this shit up. AOC is AB. What does that mean? He's a sack magnet and throws picks. Bro, where do you see this? Gardner Minshew threw more picks last year than Aiden O'Connell. He took more sacks last year than Aiden O'Connell when he was with the Colts. Aiden O'Connell had less picks than Jimmy Garoppolo. In 3 games, Jimmy Garoppolo had more picks than Aiden O'Connell had all year. And he was a fucking 4th round pick, bro. A 4th round pick. He should have never even been out there. Come on, man. Salute Raider Man 81. If I didn't see you or shout you out. I wanted O'Connell to start the first game last season. You and me both, bro. The way he played in preseason last year, Jimmy Garoppolo had no training camp, and you expected that dude to come in with no training camp in a system he's never played in before, that he's supposed to know. Yes, he played in, with the Patriots, but he wasn't the starting quarterback. He didn't get no reps. He didn't get no snaps. He was nobody then. He was a backup. It was all Tom Brady. So, and it was like 5 years ago. So, like, even he said, Jimmy Garoppolo said himself, yeah, I played in the system for, a year? But then, Tom Brady wanted me out because he was threatened by Jimmy Garoppolo, which I don't understand. And they got rid of him. So, he didn't know the system. He had no OTAs. Coming off a busted ankle or Achilles or whatever he did, where he missed most of the season, bro, all of it was bad. It's all bad. It's just the organization is bad, dude. It's just bad as a whole. They hire these guys that make ignorant flipping decisions. I tried to tell these fools, Aiden will throw into tight windows if that's the only option. He ain't scared. I know. He will. And it's going to cost us, but we have to deal with that at this point. We deal with Gardner Minshew, right? Look, nobody in their right mind can sit here and tell me that if it wasn't for Gardner Minshew's character, his swag, his whatever, Uncle Rico, fucking mustache in his hair, that they wouldn't have been calling for him to get benched a long time ago, bro. If Jimmy Garoppolo was still on this team and played as bad as Gardner Minshew has this season, y'all would have been calling for his head a long time ago. They just didn't want to be wrong and say Aiden O'Connell wasn't that dude and we should have went with Aiden O'Connell. Aiden sucks. He barely played and was a sack magnet and he threw a pick. What game are you watching, bro? What game was a sack magnet? He drove us down, got us a touchdown. He threw a pick. It was tipped. We just talked about that. Brock Bowers didn't get his head around and he tipped the ball up in the air and it was accepted, bro. You can't put that on Aiden O'Connell. He did not throw a pick to a wide open Brock Bowers in the fucking end zone for a 100-yard touchdown. Come on, man. Don't come in here with that trash shit talking about Aiden O'Connell, dude. Aiden O'Connell is a better fucking quarterback than Gardner Minshew in his sleep. I guarantee you, dude. Guarantee you. AOC has played limited reps this season under duress, a.k.a. and was losing and in obvious pass plays and still scores. Dude, come on. We all know this, right? We know this. Minshew can't score 20 quarters and counting, because what? I know. I know. No, hopefully it's not counting. Please don't say that. Erase that comment, bro. No and counting. No and counting. Get him out of there. Preseason doesn't count, haters. Dude, he outplayed him in the preseason. Come on. They went with Gardner Minshew for the whole entire half when Antonio Pierce said, this is how it's going to go. Aiden O'Connell will play. He will get the first snaps, the first preseason game. In the first quarter, Gardner will get the second quarter. And that's how it's going to go through the rest of the preseason, but we're not playing him in the last game. The very first game, Aiden O'Connell played one quarter. Gardner Minshew played a quarter, and then part of the third quarter. The next week, they put Gardner Minshew in. He plays almost the whole entire half and sucks ass. They put Aiden O'Connell in. He drives us down and scores, bro. And then they take him out, and they put in the backups for the rest of the game. So come on, man. AP don't stand on his shit, bro. I don't know if it was somebody else that said, look, we got to go with Gardner because I'm not paying him $25 million to sit on the bench. But it's just ass, bro. It's just ass. And for you to be a Raiders fan and can say that Aiden O'Connell didn't help AP get this job, didn't help this team almost make the playoffs last year, didn't help this team beat Kansas City, didn't help this team go 3-1 in the division last year, and didn't help this team win games and have a 8-9 record when we could have won fucking 3-14, bro. I don't know. I don't know about some of these Raider fans, bro. I just don't know. Preseason doesn't count, haters, right? Preseason does count. It counts when you don't have a quarterback. It counts when you have a quarterback battle. It counts absolutely. It doesn't matter if they're playing against first string, second string. These are still NFL players. These are still guys that made an NFL roster. These are guys that have talent. They are 1% of the 1%. So just because they're the backup or the second string, we could tell right now by our team, there's a lot of players on this team that should be starters and shouldn't be on the bench. And one is Adam Butler. Jenkins is not that dude, bro. He's big, he's fat, he's round, he's slow. He has no solo tackles. All of his tackles are assisted. What's he doing for us? He's hurting us in the run game. He's supposed to be that. I know we don't have a natural nose tackle, but man, don't play with nose tackle then. I don't know. But Adam Butler needs to be out there. So we have plenty of players on this team that shouldn't be on the bench, making wrong decisions. So it happens on a lot of teams. So to say preseason doesn't matter, it does matter, bro. It matters 100% when you have no quarterback and you're battling for a quarterback spot. They didn't put in Aiden O'Connell in the preseason for a whole quarter because they knew he was fucking better than Gardner Minshew, bro. The writing's on the wall. Come on, AP's not dumb. Raiders have a dumpster fire at quarterback. I know. The better the O-line plays, the more I'll lean towards AOC. Bro, AOC's got to be in there now. You can't have Gardner in there killing us like that. Okay, let me ask you this, my 2 cents. What plays has Gardner made with his legs? He has 15 sacks. 15 sacks in 5 games, bro. 15 fucking sacks in 5 games. And go watch my tape breakdown. 90% of those sacks are on Gardner Minshew, not the offensive line. The dude folds when he thinks he feels pressure, and he constantly takes his head off the guys downfield to look at the pass rush. And then he never puts his eyes back upfield when he starts to run. So, come on, man. You can't. The offensive line is not the problem. The offensive line is not the problem, dude. AOC showed he plays just fine with this offensive line. Yes, he took a sack, but the offensive line let the man run right through. If you don't pick up the guy, he's going to take a sack. But most of the time, he gets the ball out. And he sat on the bench for fucking for 3/4 of the game. You can't expect that kid to come in and just start ripping the ball down the field. They didn't even let him warm up. Did you see that? They didn't even let him warm up. They didn't come to him and say, start warming up. You're going to be the quarterback. They let him sit on the bench with Gardner Minshew until the drive was over. And then they said, AOC, get in there. And he got up, threw a couple passes, and went in. They should have had him the whole fucking drive that the Broncos were doing. They should have had him warming up. They should have had him throwing balls, bro. They didn't. That's just crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Got to do whatever it takes to get the best quarterback in the draft, or AP or Tom Telesco won't last long. Brody Bundy, what's good? What's good? Salute for pulling up. I mean, yeah. Look, I'm not, bro. I'm not getting your logic, bro. I'm not getting your logic. Explain yourself to me on this play. But no, for real though. Like, you think, do you think Antonio Pierce's contract is longer than 2 years? Matter of fact, let me know in the chat. There's 7 people in here. Does anybody out of these 7 people in this chat think that Antonio Pierce's contract is longer than 2 years? I'll wait. Nobody gonna answer? All right. Well, fuck, I won't wait then. Because I don't believe it's longer than 2 years. So what's getting a quarterback gonna do? He's gonna get a quarterback for next year's, for the next head coach, for the next general manager. Because bro, their leash is very very short. And if you go draft a quarterback, look at the struggles Bo Nix is having. Look at the struggles, the number 1 pick that everybody said was going to be way better than C.J. Stroud. Yeah, the kid looks pretty decent, but are the Bears just coming and blowing out teams? You know, he's throwing for 300 yards a game, but he's throwing 50 fucking 60 times a game, bro. You're letting a quarterback throw 50 times a game. You're going to have some numbers, right? You're going to have decent numbers. So for anybody in this chat or anybody in Raider Nation to think a quarterback is going to be the solution, it's not the solution. Yes, we need a franchise quarterback, but that's not helping AP or Tom Telesco. It's not helping AP or Tom Telesco whatsoever unless that kid can come in and be a CJ Stroud and start winning games right away as a rookie and learn the system. So, bro, that's not going to fix anything. What you need to do is develop the quarterback you have sitting on the bench. So when you get a quarterback next year, if that quarterback doesn't beat out the quarterback, like the situation happened this year, he didn't get beat out, then he could sit and learn for a couple games and then come in when necessary, bro. But it's best to get a quarterback and sit. AP doesn't have that luxury. He don't have that time. Tom Telesco doesn't have that time, bro. Neither one of these dudes can go get a quarterback or talk about tanking or, you know, just put in AOC or leave Gardner in so we get. I think that's what the plan is. Leave Gardner in so we get a better draft pick. But, bro, it's going to be too late for Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco. By the time they get that quarterback, teach them a new system with no number 1 receiver because you're letting Devontae Adams go. No running game. A struggling mixed match offensive line of banged up, hurt, washed up players like Andres Pete and Whitehair. And you're telling me that going and getting one of these quarterbacks like Quinn Ewers or Shador Sanders is going to change this franchise? It's going to help? Wild, bro. Just wild. Just wild. What else we got? Raiders need to hit all the grocery stores and hope to find a Kurt Warner because these quarterbacks are terrible. Bro, how do you know Aiden O'Connell's terrible? Come on, man. Come on. He got an interception that wasn't his fault. But he's got 2 touchdowns, which is almost as many touchdowns as Gardner Minshew has in 3 drives. In 3 drives. But that's not our guy, right? Come on. We drove right down the field with Aiden O'Connell, dude. Right down the field. Got to do whatever it takes. QB in the draft. Yeah. Garner got what? He gets lost in the pocket. It's because he doesn't keep his eyes downfield, and he has terrible, terrible footwork. Look, his footwork should never ever be a quarterback in the NFL. Not even a backup. For all these coaches that have had Gardner Minshew on this team, on their team, they totally failed Gardner Minshew 100% because nobody developed Gardner Minshew. They were like, this dude is magical if you just let him play street ball. Street ball don't work in the NFL, bro. Yes, you're going to have some highlight plays. Yes, you're going to have some good numbers here and there, but you're not going to be consistent. Shout out, welcome, welcome. If you just pulled up, hit that like button. If you like this content, welcome, welcome. I am Raiders Rebel, host of Raiders Unleashed. Peace out, bye, adios. But yeah, man, like, so I don't even know what I was saying. I just seen somebody pop in. But bro, I don't know. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, you guys are delusional, dude. Couldn't complete a pass in a whole half. Here we go. Back to that shit. I'm delusional. Do you know how long you been watching football, Raider Man 81? Since 81, right? I believe that would be your birthday, 81. Come on, my guy. Check this out. You got a quarterback that can read defenses better than your 6 year starter. You got a quarterback that has a way better arm. Is he going to take sacks? Yes, he's a rookie. Is he going to throw interceptions? Yes, he's a rookie. A fourth string rookie at that. Go get on your little Google search or Siri and ask her how many fourth round picks in the NFL at quarterback are starting for NFL teams or have been starters for NFL teams in their first year. This kid was thrown into a fire, bro, and did pretty good in the fire. He didn't get burned. Like, there's no fucking burn marks on him. He had a pretty decent record. He had 13 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Like I said, 3 of those interceptions were tips by Josh Jacobs, in the Miami game. Or 2 of them in the Miami game. One in I don't remember what game. But yeah, so come on, man. This kid doesn't throw interceptions. Yes, he's going to make decisions in bad reads and think he could throw throws in there that he can't squeeze in there. But the kid doesn't play bad at all. He makes good fucking decisions. He can throw the ball great. We've been over this. He can lead receivers. He can lead receivers open. He can throw over shoulder throws. Go watch commentary on the games, dude. Of what was it? Troy Aikman, bro. Troy Aikman last year, and he did like 3 games. Dude, the man, all he did was talk about Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell should not be this good for a 4th round pick. He should not be able to throw those throws. He should not be able to read these defenses. He should not be able to put that ball in that window. But he did. So come on, man. The kid is going to take sacks because he doesn't have an offensive line. But if you give him an offensive line like Tom Brady had, that kid's going to pick you apart, dude. I guarantee you. If you just give Aiden O'Connell time to throw the ball, he's going to pick defenses apart. He proved that last year. He proved it in the preseason last year when he came in and was just schooling people. The man only had 2 incompletions in preseason. The whole entire preseason 2 years ago. And like my man said earlier, he wanted him to be the starter at the beginning of the year last year, which he played better than Jimmy Garoppolo and Brian Hoyer. But, you know, some coaches just don't believe in putting those guys out there. Pressure or a sack and Minshew's garbage, a.k.a. he can't play a full pro game. I know. I'm not even going to... he couldn't score a point on the board against the fucking Vikings. Bro, it's a team sport. Aiden O'Connell was not the only player on the field for the offense, bro. Come on, man. Get out of here with that bullshit. Well, the Kansas City game. Aiden O'Connell did exactly what he was asked to do in the Kansas City game. We had a fucking lead. We were up 20-7. You don't give Patrick Mahomes the ball and give him opportunity after opportunity to come back and beat your team, bro. You run the ball and you keep the ball away from the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. You don't give Patrick Mahomes chance after chance to beat us. And that's what they would have did if they would have thrown the ball and tried to pass and went 3 and out and kept punting and punting. Instead, they ran the ball smash mouth like we were supposed to do this year and ran the ball down Kansas City's throat so he didn't have to pass. He only threw the ball 8 times. in the second quarter. 3 of those passes were deflected and 1 was intercepted, bro. So get facts straight before you come and say Aiden O'Connell didn't do this, Aiden O'Connell didn't do that. In the Minnesota game, we had a drive that would have put us up and won the game, but Hunter Renfrow fumbled on the 10-yard line, bro. We had another drive inside the 30, and we decided to go for it on 4th down and didn't get it when we could have got a field goal. So he did put us in position to put points in the game in the Minnesota game. I'm tired of hearing that trash. AP needs to go. Hell no, he done for. AP is done. You can't have this many issues 4 games and survive. Bro, it's going to be rough, bro. We're going to see his resilience right now, right? Your back's up against the wall. It's a Rancid song. Anybody listen to punk rock? Well, there's a Rancid song called Back Up Against the Wall. I'll probably play that to start my next show, my next live. Because AP's back's up against the wall, bro. You got to win now. If people keep talking about we need to go get a quarterback next year in the draft, but where's that going to put us? He's still going to lose his job because, like I said, unless that quarterback is Superman and can come in and just learn the system and make plays and put us in winning predicaments constantly, because right now, bro, we don't even have a defense that's going to support a quarterback to come in and put points on the board. Like, our defense ain't that great either. And yeah, we could say, you know, they got their heads down, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, they still gave up those 30 whatever points the Broncos put on us. They still gave up those points Carolina put on us. Are we going to say business decisions need to be made again? Because like we can't just keep calling people out in press conferences and saying it's the players. At some point or another, as a head coach, you got to stand up and take responsibilities for your shit and say, look, Luke Getsy, take your ass upstairs in the booth and let's see if that works. Just one game, bro. I know you want to be on the field. You feel better on the field or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe you won't be making these stupid run decisions on 1st down over and over again if you could see the field better in the booth. So, yeah, we need a lot of business decisions. Look what it did for Patrick Graham, bro. Patrick Graham's defense was horrible until he went up in the booth. It wasn't just AP that turned it around. It was him being able to see up there and call the field better. And he even said it himself. Going up in the booth was the best thing he ever did. So let's put Getsy up there and see if that helps him out and changes this offense. Maybe he'll see shit different. And I'm not blaming Luke Getsy because I think he called pretty decent games. You got to have a quarterback to run your system, bro. And like I said, I think this system with what they want to do, short passes, screen plays, little slants, just fits Aiden O'Connell standing in the pocket better than it fits Gardner Minshew. And facts are facts. You can't have this many. All right, I got to that. I could fill up a Taco Bell and crap out a better game plan than the coaching staff. Speaking of Taco Bell, bro, I don't want to get off subject, but who's going to buy a house? Who wants to buy a house that has a Taco Bell in it? I'm just saying, how's Devontae going to sell his house? And is Taco Bell going to come repo the Taco Bell that's in the house? I'm just saying. That's part of the problem. You can't continue to fire coaches and GMs after 2 years. It's a process. It is a process, but when you only give your coach 2 years to develop a team that you were handed to, that was a fucking solid team, dude. Come on. On paper, let's be honest. Look at the numbers, bro. Yes, all the critics said we were going to be horrible, and the reason they said we were going to be horrible is because our quarterback situation and our flipping head coach. We were ranked dead last in coaching. We were ranked dead last in. Nobody said Luke Getsy's offense was going to be dead last. They said Antonio Pierce's coaching was going to be dead last. Our quarterback play was going to be 30th. Like, they weren't wrong, right? These guys were spot on. It's the coaching, bro. It's the coaching. Like, coaching, whether it's the coaching decisions, whether it's getting personnel on the field, on off the field, whether it's, going for it on 4th down or kicking a field goal, taking timeouts, that's all down to coaching. Whether your offensive coordinator is standing next to you are in the booth, man, you got to make those calls, bro. You got to make those calls. Honestly, this is what we'll get until Davis finally sells the team. Fuck Taco Bell and DA. Bro, do you think really Mark Davis is the problem? Let me know for real. 4 people in here. Nah, fucking, I ain't even gonna ask y'all because I can't get y'all to type shit. Fuck it. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care. I don't care. Damn, I've been on here 2 hours and 50 minutes. Well, I hope I got some views this time. Shit. Y'all should be sharing this. Hitting them like buttons. Smashing the thumbs up. Blowing this shit up. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I think Devontae Adams stock just went down, bro. Devontae Adams stock just folded. That shit just went and plummeted because they're like, bro, the Raiders are a fickle franchise that have too many damn problems, and they are gonna have to make decisions and let people go for way less than what they paid for them and way less than what they are worth. So I'm gonna go get some food, man. Much love. Shout out to y'all. Salute everybody for hanging with me this long. If you're this far in the live, you are definitely a diehard Raiders fan. So shout out, man. Much love. I got to go. Love y'all. Peace. If I can figure out how to end this shit.